Not mine.
Okay. Should be good now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nerds with Dice. We used to open the week. I think there's a Monday show now. Very exciting. The Long Road Home. Yeah, I think that's a Monday game. And hello, welcome back to Riffs. It's a special week. We've got some guest stars with us tonight. And my brain just shut down for a moment.
It happens. It happens
Yeah.
to the best of us.
We do have merch. I think it's exclamation point merch.
Merch.
Including the Ghost Fudge show, Ghost Fudge t-shirt. Ghost Fudge only available in Dwemer. Ooh, the mug is nice.
Love to get
That's
mugged.
classy. Yeah, Ghost Fudge. So,
Righteous.
unfortunately, Sophia can't be with us today. Nerdy's computer took a jump off a bridge and needs a nice rest.
Long walk.
So we have Fox doing production for us. Thank you so much.
They trapped me in this room and I can't get out.
Well, at least we gave you a nice bright room with some neutral colors.
Is blue neutral? I guess it is.
I don't know what I'm talking about. So we are doing something special today. We've got our let's go around and introduce ourselves and the characters we're going to play in the same quick manner we normally do. Starting with Starissa, actually.
Hey, I'm Kate. I'm playing Starissa, our DB Mystic.
All right. And next we're going to go to Jeddah.
Hi, my name's Jetta, and I'm played by Maxine Bachman, and I'm your elemental fusionist.
All right. I have forgotten this name, and I cannot see it. Eminoshi? I forget the cyborg's name.
Enoshima?
Enoshima, that's it.
That's so cool.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm playing Enoshima, the indifferent cyborg.
All right.
I
Next
would
we're
expect
going to
nothing
go.
else. I'm so proud.
Next we're going to Robin.
Oh, hi, that's me. I'm Fox, and I am playing the checks notes Psy Ghost, Robin.
All right, and Riggs.
Hello, I'm Evan Jennings, and I'm going to be playing Riggs, the Grackle Tooth bounty hunter.
All right, and lastly, Gunther.
Hi, I'm Ching. I'm playing Gunther, the Ley Line Walker.
Ooh,
All right.
Whoa.
wizards.
Yeah,
Sorry,
boo.
I am.
Who would ever play a wizard? That's weird. Magic.
You got to keep track of all that shit.
Seriously. Just a
All
coat
right.
full of components, man. Thumbs down.
Each of you has been given reason to come to the town of Trinidad in Colorado. It is a tiny town that used to be not that big of a town. It survived pretty well intact. The main street's still there. It's got a medical facility. It's got a historic museum that was in ruins until they started rebuilding it with monuments to the town before and the time before the rifts in the last 50 years. The town is at the bottom of it's kind of on the outskirts of the mountains. To the west of you, it gets more and more mountainous until it goes all the way up to Culebra Peak or Trinchera Peak. To the east of you is pretty much flat open plains all the way into Nebraska. Not Nebraska. What the hell town? New Mexico is just south of you. You're just north of New Mexico, and Kansas to the west of you. You're not terribly far from the coalition territory of Lone Star, which is, a little dangerous, but they tend not to come out this way. I keep seeing fun town names. I'm wanting to put things there, but it's too late. I've already made my choices.
Forge ahead bravely, game boss.
Yes.
The town of Bald Knob. Long live the town of Bald Knob.
It's always Bald Knob.
Always
Forever
bald
in our
Once
knob.
bald knob, always bald knob.
Forever in our knob. I fucking hate that. That's what's written. That's what's written under the side. Welcome to Bald Knob. Forever in our knob.
Population.
Turn
one
around.
us.
I'm not going. It's just-
Okay, so you have all been gathered there at the summons of a man known as the Marshal.
Ooh.
The Marshal wears a big old badge. He's about 5'10", a very attractive, slightly older man. Imagine Pedro Pascal with a full beard and a little more of a mustache than the beard. Wearing a long duster coat, a black t-shirt underneath, and a big cowboy hat. You've all been summoned to the Basin, which is the tavern in Trinidad. It's the Basin Jar. The Basin Jar Inn. Because that sounds fun to me. Who walks in first?
Why were we brought here?
You were summoned here to do a job. You're going to go on a mission for money.
It's not me because I just realized something with Zoom and the stream may break for like a half second while I fix something.
That's
Yay! Subbing in at the last second. Sorry.
It's okay. I thank you so much for doing this.
I feel like Starissa and I, one of us would have gotten at least slightly distracted on the way, so we were probably on the later side of coming.
That makes sense. You found a
That
shiny
sounds
rock. or
perfect
something.
sense.
Yes, neither of
Starissa
you.
and Jeddah. We're
Neither of
going
you
to do it.
have a lot of focus. So
You saw
No.
a pretty dope cloud on your way over, and you're like, well, okay.
Ooh.
that took a half
You
hour.
want to touch it? I can bring you up to touch it.
Oh.
Touch the cloud.
All right.
I'll walk in first.
All right. What does Riggs look like?
Riggs is Grackle Tooth, which is basically like a big lizard man. So he's got, big kind of green scaly skin. He's got big, nasty, naggly teeth. Not big claws or anything like Killer Croc, just a big, tough lizard man. He's got a big cowboy hat on. Think like definitely Wild West fucking bounty hunter. He's got the long duster, some armor plating underneath the duster. It's seeing some wear and tear. He's got a large hat that's, I don't know, we wouldn't have bullets on it. What would be on my cool hat, Kevin?
You would still have bullets on it.
It could
You
still
have
be
an
bullets.
arrow going one side.
It could be.
It has definitely like scorch mark, like one solid scorch mark hole, as if someone shot me with a laser rifle and just missed my head. He comes in. He has a cigar in one mouth that he takes out as he looks around the saloon. He's big. Can Grackletoothes wear boots? Can I have boots?
They have big feet,
They have
like
big fucking feet. All right, so maybe no boots, or enormous boots. What do you
or
think?
enormous boots. All
All
of
right.
your clothing is a little custom made.
Okay, so I'm gonna say enormous cowboy boots for no other reason than he wanted the spurs, even though he doesn't need spurs. He wanted the spurs to go jingle, jangle, jingle as you walk. So I walk in, boom, boom. My footsteps are heavy and they jingle. And I take the cigar out of my mouth and I look around the saloon with mean, pissed off eyes. And then I go, I'm ready for a drink. How y'all doing? And I start walking in and I want to look for wherever the drinks are and wherever friendly faces can be found.
There is a middle-aged woman behind the bar. She's looks friendly. She's wearing if you pictured standard barmaid
Mhm.
in a Western movie,
Done.
just about
So
that.
like
Yeah,
steampunk
Gotcha.
barmaid.
not even steampunk. She's just like dressed as expected as possible because people don't like surprises when they spend their money on her. Like she gets better tips if she pretends to be simplistic.
I want to walk up
And
to the bar
uncomplicated.
and,
But she goes, "Well, hello there, biggin."
morning, ma'am. How are you this beautiful day?
Oh, don't call me ma'am. Call me Nancy.
Nancy. That is a beautiful name. Pleasure to meet you. I'm
Thank
Riggs. And I go to shake her hand.
Oh, she puts down the glass she was clearly polishing for no reason, and gives you a dainty handshake in your massive.
Ooh, and does she do like the dainty hand? Then I
Yeah.
take off my hat and kiss her hand. Absolutely.
Oh,
As I-
you.
I put the hat back on and go, Now, Miss Nancy, I would like a cup of your finest morning whiskey, and I do wish to warn you that coming in soon is going to be a friend of mine. A little rough around the edges, but they should be just fine. Just don't panic.
Oh, it takes a lot to panic me, love.
Well, that's good. And I want to take my whiskey and shoot it. What time is it in the morning?
Let's say 10.
10. So I hit the whiskey. Woo! That's fantastic. Do you happen to have eggs and bacon in this place?
Oh, sure, hon. But it looks like someone else is coming in too. I'll get him for you.
Yes, because I have found Riggs interesting enough to be in my presence. Inoshima walks in next. Inoshima is a 6'2" cyborg. However, she just isn't like plain silver this or whatever. No, that is boring, and boring is just not me. So the legs look like black platform boots with like red so-called laces. They go all the way up. Then there's like these plating, and it looks like I have a short red skirt up to the arms, or it looks like a navy blue jacket. The arms I have they look like it's almost like a rolled up with the white cuff to the elbows. Then it looks like I have a white tie. To the left is a red bow. And then I have weapons behind me. On the left, there is a black-headed teddy bear on my weapon. And then on the right is a white-headed teddy bear. And my cable-like hair is like a blondish, pinkish color.
Does it have lights going through it?
Of course. Because, yes.
Because you can. You're a cyborg. It's awesome.
Yes. So that is what she looks like. And she looks at Riggs and goes, "Let me guess. You have already ingested whiskey and have ordered some sort of poultry ova and fried what? Pig?"
Well, not yet, but I did just order, And as I said before, it is sometimes rude the way that you say that. Just feels like you're judging a man for having his morning whiskey and eggs. Would you like anything?
Let's see. The sky to darken and the clouds to go red.
Okay. Let's just sit you down, huh? Take her over to his seat and sit him down.
Yeah. Nancy comes over and goes, "Oh, nothing for you, hun? Okay. Cyborgs, I understand. And here is just hands you a massive plate with a huge stack of pancakes.
Well, that is nice.
Inside the pancakes, there are strips of bacon.
My God. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. You never know what you're going to find. I have never seen a more wonderful breakfast in my entire life.
And gives you a little short plate with some scrambled eggs on it and a equally small plate with 2 pieces of toast. Puts a little thing in front of you of tiny jelly samples that probably are 300 years old.
Does jelly not go bad?
I mean, it does.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
it does.
But that doesn't
Where
mean
did you-
anything.
I feel
Where did
like
you
if you're a
find these?
cyborg, it wouldn't matter if it's bad or not.
Oh, I'm not a cyborg. Gravita's got a stomach. But
That's true.
I assume it's a strong stomach.
Oh, that's a secret, honey.
Oh, well, I cannot wait. Thank you very much, Nancy.
If you regurgitate, Riggs,
I'm not going to
clean it up.
That is such a weird word. You can just say puke or hurl or vomit. Regurgitate makes it sound so clinical and weird. And I start digging into my food.
Who comes in next?
Speaking of, does this place have a bathroom, or do they do in an outhouse kind of thing?
Does have a bathroom. It has
Sick.
running water, full tavern.
So phasing through the door from the bathroom, because I don't think that cost me any points from what I read.
It doesn't.
I just do
Yes.
that whenever. Awesome. I'm not opening a door ever. Phasing through the door.
There is a limit, and no more than 4 times in 15 seconds.
Phasing through the door.
It's
a-
for flavor.
Yeah. No, we'll call it a slim built, somewhat short. We'll call her like 5'5", 5'4", somewhere thereabouts. Woman. She's got a brown cowboy hat on that is completely frayed all the way around the edges and has a little like a leather tassel tie around it with like a series of, I'm blanking on the name of that turquoise rocks like embedded in it. She's wearing a
Jade?
No, turquoise. The little the blue.
The actual, okay.
Yeah, like turquoise. I'm thinking southwest here. Drawing on my roots. God help me.
You probably bought it from one of the native nations.
100%. Like on the way over here, almost certainly.
Yeah, which one specialize? Well, I'm sure many of them specialize in turquoise.
I mean, hell, I think I even speak Comanche, so there you go. I'm wearing a white shirt that, well, I'm wearing a brown shirt that was white at some point. You can tell because there's patches of it that still look like they might have that bit of color. Cuffs are frayed. The edges of it are completely screwed. There's a couple of holes in the arms, and I've got a giant red. I forget what they're called. It's a specific name for the kind of scarf, but those like Western scarves that are like way huge, and you saw them like frontiersmen all the time. And they're like way oversized. It is the nicest, cleanest looking on this woman. It's like bright red. And just the most battered, awful pair of jeans with a giant star belt buckle. She's wearing cowboy boots. They do not have spurs because she likes to sneak around in cowboy boots. Leathery tanned skin. This short, like almost pixie cut black hair. And a little bit longer than that. It's like shorter than my hair, but pushed back, solid black, and these just really, really, really light, almost gray blue eyes. Just flips through out of the bathroom.
One thing you should also mention is that on your back is slung a long rifle.
Yes, a big gun, as it says here. It doesn't say that.
I like that description. I get that description.
Looking much in the same state of affairs as Robin herself is this huge lever action rifle that is just slung back there, and I come out of the bathroom and spit and demand to know, is anybody gonna do anything about those damn dog boys? Sons of bitches won't ever shut up.
They're all drunk in corners.
Yeah, we get it. You
Singing.
smell it. You smell a psychic. I get it. Why don't you calm down over there?
Nancy goes, well, hun, while that might be accurate, it is impolite to say that about their mothers.
Shut up and pour me another drink.
Okay, I understood that.
All right. You're going to have the service charge on your bill, I see. Okay.
That's fine.
Pours you another. Were you drinking alcohol this early in the morning? Or are you doing coffee?
We'll say I was doing coffee, actually. That's probably wiser than getting shit-faced at 10 in the morning.
That won't have negative consequences. Well, it won't if you're a 9-foot-tall lizard man.
Which I am
So it
not.
probably takes a little while. But I imagine that if we did the cloud thing, Stress and I both come in, it looks like we were drenched wet and then flown dry. So it was
Looked like a mess.
Super floof. The hair's like almost standing like way out here.
Like a mane.
Like I stuck my head out the car window the last.
Like this. Like poof.
All right, and what does Jetta and Starissa look like?
Starissa's got her usual pair of jean shorts. She's wearing a Buffy the Vampire Slayer t-shirt and big purple cowboy boots.
All right.
And
You
a
do
pair
not
of black
have,
biker gloves.
You do not have anything on your wrist right now, by the way.
Nope.
I forgot to mention that, but you don't.
Don't have the bracelet yet.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah. And what does Jetta look like?
Jeddah, she looks like a human, but like if an Amazonian was petite, she's like tall, but not like a muscular Amazonian like build, and she has 4 arms. Her top 2 arms are like ballerina muscular, and they have long ribbons tied around them and like hanging down. And her bottom 2 arms are like weightlifter muscles with cuffs and bracers on her arms. And she has a very torn, tattered, mainly frayed at the bottom, green cape, and a very patterned dress that is also dirty as all get out. And she doesn't wear any shoes, but on one ankle she has like bracer, like hide type bracer, and on the other one is like a delicate like foot jewelry that you'd see, like it's like a anklet that goes onto the toe. And so she's very earthy, but kind of has like an elegance to the earth. So and she just kind of has this look in her eye of, oh, I like this place. I'm glad we chose to have a drink here.
As you come in, Nancy goes, "Oh, welcome back, love. It's nice to see you again. You've been here before."
We've been here before, Starissa.
We have we?
Number of times.
Yes.
Yay!
One of these days, I'm sure I'll remember your name.
Yes.
You say that every time, and you know what? Someday you just might.
I believe in myself. That's why I keep coming back.
Okay, same as usual.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparillas.
It's an adventure, sure. Whatever I usually have.
All right, love. Just hang around. Now, clearly the marshal's doing something here, so he'll probably be around in a minute or 2.
And she turns over to Starissa. Make sure you behave yourself. And she like licks her tongue and like starts like cleaning off her face a little bit and fixing her hair.
But don't I always?
No, it's Poofy. It's Poofy.
No.
I take out a little like comb and just kind of like make you look prettier.
And I'm like,
No,
All right.
no.
You're good.
Okay. Yay.
And then I just put it back and completely ignore the fact that
Gunther taking his time. Gonna wait for a dramatic moment.
Getting up from a corner bench.
Ooh, from the. Was it dark in that corner?
Yeah, he was sleeping. You see a tall, over 6 foot, slender humanoid with bad posture. Maybe something's wrong with his back. Tattered robe and cloak that's covering his armor. It's a hodgepodge. The armor is made of a hodgepodge materials like chitin and fur and hide, and it's covering head to toe and got a environmental helmet on.
Gotcha. All right. The room. It feels like the layer of dust in the room just shifted an inch, and then the door opens one more time. The marshal enters. Like I think I explained, the marshal is about 5'10", not overly tall, but not short. Looks like Pedro Pascal, but with a full. So you all see the marshal come in and looks around, goes, "All right, you're all here. This is unfortunate that I've needed to amass y'all here, but I got a job needing doing, and y'all know I'm good for the pay for it. There's people that I need y'all to retrieve. I sent him out towards Touch-Me-Not Peak looking for a thing. Now, I ain't heard back in 2 weeks. It's a bad sign. I knew there was some trouble down by Angel Fire. I figured this crew could handle it. But that kind of silence is not good. All of you are in need of something. And some of y'all are doing this for more cash-based concerns. Some of y'all are doing this for services or things I can offer you. Some of you are doing this because I asked very, very nicely. So, what I need y'all to do is go out and check the tiny town of Angel Fire just south of the Touch-Me-Not Peak. It's kind of to the southwest of here into the mountains. You might be better off going around the mountains, but then you risk animals. You risk possibly a patrol of something. If you go through the mountains, it'll take you a little longer. Probably be a little harder to do. But I hope I've got the crew that could handle if y'all choose that way. Maybe a smoother path, but a little less predictable this time of year. Now, Red River ley line does act up sometimes, but it's been quiet for the last 2 weeks. So, hopefully that means nothing too wild is out in the canyon.
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
These people, do you want them back alive?
Preferably, yes. If they are dead, I would ask for the retrieval of their bodies. If they are vampires, I would ask that you do what is done to vampires.
Don't you worry about that.
Are we allowed to kill those who have them captive?
I'm a man of justice. And I've hired y'all because I respect that y'all will know what is right in the moment.
But we'll only kill if we have to, because that seems really harsh. And she looks over at the others. Really harsh.
I often have to.
But
We could probably talk it out. It's probably fine. There's probably just a big misunderstanding at this point.
he said vampires.
Well, I mean, maybe that's not with them. But, like, if it's not vampires...
I could be just like Buffy.
That would be so cool. Who's Buffy?
From the TV shows I watch on the little discs.
Is that what you're doing?
Uh-huh.
I wasn't aware that this was the kind of job that we would be recruiting children to, sir.
What? Who's a child?
Well,
Where? Oh, I love children. Where?
I mean,
Oh,
no
God.
offense, young lady, but you do seem quite young, and if you have not seen a vampire yet, then I'm going to assume that you're new to this area.
Or this planet.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I'm very new.
I just
Alright.
feel bad for them because sometimes they don't, they don't mean to be one, and then they are one, and then they're just gonna.
And then you put him down.
Let's understand one thing right here, right now. If you see a vampire, do not feel bad for it, because it's seconds away from killing you one way or another. Just,
I mean, it's the part of life. There's a food chain after all.
I
That's
do
right.
not intend
I
to be.
intend to stay at the top of it, enjoying my meat and carbs on a daily basis. Now,
That does look good. May I have one, by the way? And she just one of her arms just comes out from under her.
but
She
that's
breaks
awesome.
it in half, and one of them goes in her mouth, and the other one goes behind her back.
You said I should be good.
It's sharing.
Sir, you said that there was an item that this team was after.
The item is not of your concern. If they have it with them, they will have it with them. If their bodies are there, bring back everything on it.
And should we know what this item looks like in the event that perhaps their bodies were torn asunder and the objects were to tumble out?
If we're in that state, then it won't matter. The object won't matter at all.
Look, it don't explode, right?
I don't believe it means to come to harm to y'all.
All I give a
Is
damn
it
about.
sentient?
So
Wait,
you don't care about this item anymore, huh?
I care greatly,
It's probably sentient. People care greatly about sentient objects.
but we shall see.
I understand that you request your privacy, sir, but we're gonna need to know what we're looking at to successfully bring it back to you. Unless you're just gonna pay us for the bodies.
I will pay you for the bodies and
And
any
everything
goods on them.
Understood. That's all that I care about.
If you see anything that looks like it might hold a treasure, check. And if you can't check, I'll check.
Very well.
I can help with that. I know the value of things.
How
I like
many
shiny objects.
how many folk were in this team?
It was a team of 4.
All right, very well.
2 gentlemen. 1 being and 1 lady.
Okay.
The human, one of the gentlemen was human. Well, both the gentlemen were human. And one's light-skinned, one's dark-skinned. One will probably have a sword. One will probably have a badge.
Real stupid question, I know here, lawman, but they got names we could give him? Like, we could just say, "Hi, are you Earl?" And if he goes yes, I don't shoot him.
All right.
I thought.
Yeah, you know what? I am very reticent to hand out information, and I know sometimes that is my
No,
flaw.
descriptions it is then. Wouldn't want the job to be easy.
I would like to. Wait, I have a thing. I hit the wrong button.
You close something?
I did. Now
Yeah.
I opened it again. It's good. I have a performance. Or no, that's not persuasion. That's different. Never mind.
Yeah, there's no real persuasion skill in this one.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a persuasion still slung across my back, but I don't think it's gonna get me real far in this particular instance.
One of which there is a blonde gentleman with he has fancy hair is the best way to put it. If you see him, you will know him by his fancy hair.
A dapper
His
man.
name is Ran6. If you see, he should be traveling with Ranger Dinesh, a darker-skinned gentleman, and the woman's name that was traveling with them was Esme Bibi. She is a dark-skinned woman, prefers dresses and fire,
My kind of woman.
and sorry, remembering a thing here.
Nah, take your time, lawman.
And then there's Gardner. Gardner is a they are a shapeshifter. They would probably be kind of grayish looking if they are dead. But Gardner is very good at taking forms.
That's neat.
All right.
It's certainly convenient. All right, anything else we need to know, or are we heading out?
I think I'm ready. You satisfied?
Yes.
Are you satisfied?
If we have to bring this town of Angel Fire to dust and more dust in
Sweet
order to
Christ.
get these 4
Okay.
That will be acceptable.
No, now we're not going to try to turn any towns into dust. Understand? That's not what Eno is saying. Of course not. If things.
It sounds like that's what she's saying.
I know it sounds like that. It sounds
That's
like
what
that.
I
He
heard
wants
when
to
he said
It is.
that.
blow up the town to get people.
Now listen, is not. We're going to try
Yes.
not to destroy the entire.
Do we get to blow up a town?
town. We're not going to.
No,
I
No,
would
we're
not
not.
recommend going in so hard and heavy.
that sounds like
That's
too
bad.
aggressive there.
You don't
That's
want
what
to
she
hurt any
said.
innocents.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. We don't want to hurt any innocents, right?
But if there are children and their parents die, then we will take them in as orphans and we'll train them, and they will be ours to.
All right.
Yes.
Yo,
That's a
yes.
lot.
We will take care of them.
I'd have friends.
Yes.
this
Very-
coffee is
very
entirely
tiny.
too
Tiny, tiny.
whiskey-less
Children are
now.
This
Still.
is going to
Tiny
be fun.
people to teach
No.
my way of thinking.
If
No,
there
you
are
do not.
any,
You absolutely do not need
if
that
there
at
are
all.
any innocent children in Angel Fire, get them out of there,
Alive?
if possible.
Alive. God damn it. Yes, alive.
That weren't part of our deal, element. I go in there, I'll get your people out, I'll do my best. Beyond that, I will not accept any responsibility for a mad Borg, alright?
Eno's not a bad
Resistance
boy.
is futile.
They're just a little different.
Different is often dangerous. Now,
Different, but good in a scrap. You'll see.
that's...
But the rescue
And they
children will cost you extra.
It's a box.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
The thing I'm looking for is a box.
Fantastic. I would love to go get your box.
I love boxes. Boxes are great.
I know, Jeddah. I know.
They're just so square or rectangular. There's
Well,
millions of types of
They're
boxes.
more cubish in a way, but
Yeah, and then some of them have locks, and the locks are very different. Some of them have button locks, and some of them have little key locks.
I
and
stand
some
up
of
and
Alright.
them-
phase
Can we
through
go
the
on
wall.
our way to
We're ready
death
to go.
now?
Just up, and I have phased out of the room.
All right.
On
Well,
God, I
anyone
missed
have any questions for me?
Get
gonna be waiting
people
here?
alive. Try not to destroy the entire town in the process.
mhm.
Rescue children and innocents,
Yes.
and whatever that means, and return with a box, perhaps.
That's it.
Will someone write that down, because I will probably not remember.
I
Actually,
haven't remembered. Don't
What
worry,
were the
little
names
one.
of the people again? Because I'm really bad with names.
We're going to kill
One
them,
was
Jeddah.
called BB.
Let's go.
Oh, I remember that one. That one's cute.
Yeah.
I think we have all that we need, sir. Rest assured, I will do my best to ensure that this job goes well. That's the Riggs guarantee. And I walk out. I walk out, but I look at the rest of them. Who? And I walk out like this is going to be a rough one.
Do you have any bacon and stuff left on your plate?
Very little, but yeah.
Okay, I take some of that and I put it behind.
Okay, the scraps.
Take the scraps and put it behind my back.
Jeddah, as you leave, you, out of the corner of your eye, you see the marshal very quickly, and in your brain suddenly interprets him as a statue of an angel, and as also a piece of solid basalt.
Okay.
Normal
then
things.
And then you're back to normal.
Sharissa's probably like just in front of her. So if you look around, you see me go like this, and I just turn. I just turn a few times, and then I just walk out the door. like when you forget something, you're like, no, I need it. No, I just walk out the door.
And I'm already skipping out the door.
All right. You amass outside, out front. Some of you have vehicles.
Yes.
Some of you do not.
I do not.
And
Does-
in fact,
does
on the
anyone-
Cyghost, it says does not start with vehicle.
No vehicle to start. 4 little words. They mean everything.
Does
There-
anyone
walk
need a
everywhere
ride?
now. Either walk or use my little platform.
Ooh, can I get a ride?
Yes, you can. Ironside can fit How many, Kevin? 2 more besides me?
You could probably fit 2 smaller humans on there.
I'll look at Jenna.
Here,
Can I?
let me fix this first. And I pull out another little ribbon and I do a quick little just braid your hair back so it doesn't do what it did last time. And I put like a little bow on the bottom of it.
Thank
Okay, that's
you.
really fun. Go ahead.
Do I have my own vehicle or do I ride?
You are
with
your
Rick?
own vehicle.
I was about to say, yeah.
Do you just like run?
You can
Yeah.
run faster than that horse can move,
Ah,
and you
a
can do
light
it for
dog.
as long because it is a robot horse. Let's describe the horse.
My horse?
Let's describe Ironside.
Can it respond to my whistle like the old
Absolutely.
cowboy? Okay, so I'm gonna be like, you need a ride. Ironside can fit more than just myself. And I whistle, and you hear like, like heavy ass like footsteps
If Jack's
as
like
from
horse.
around the tavern, I guess, comes this truly, because my character is like 8 feet tall. This guy's right, Kevin Crackletooth's
Yeah.
about 8 feet or something.
Yep.
So it's fucking huge. So from around this thing comes a horse capable of making him look small. This thing is fucking massive. It is made of like layered metal, and like heavy metal feet. It's like all fucking chromed out and badass, probably, and has it looks just like him, kind of worn and weathered. You know what I mean? Pock marks from scorch marks from lasers and such. It has like 2 handles that are embedded in its back instead of like a bridle that it holds, or whatever they're called, the thing that you
Yeah.
ride a
The
horse with.
reins.
It's got instead of the reins, it's got these like almost like motorcycle handles, but not quite, like spaceship handles sort of, and just segmented metal that kind of moves and grinds as it moves, and its snout like kind of shoots out like I don't know, probably
Exhaust.
heat, like just like raw heat, like its nostrils are 2 vents, you know what I mean, that like and you see it's got like pissed off like glowing eyes and a big like what would it be, like a vibro knife on its head?
It is a silvered vibro knife.
A huge silver vibro
A
knife.
It's a unicorn.
Fucking unicorn.
I
And it
put
goes
it.
out just
I'm putting a picture of it in the Nerds Bit Dice chat.
yeah, yes,
gosh.
it's
Oh
fucking
my God.
awesome. Look at this thing, and as it comes over, it just but it's not like a nice unicorn. Like it looks mean as hell, but it's a unicorn. And I go, this here's old Ironsides. Be kind to her, and she will be kind to you. So
Cool.
That is so cool.
may I help you up? And I want to start helping up whoever wants to get on my giant, awesome robot unicorn.
I definitely want to ride the robot unicorn.
Well, all right. Step right this way, young lady.
That's
And
the
I
most
will.
heavy metal thing you'll do. Yeah.
Does Gunther have a means of conveyance?
Yeah, motorcycle.
Is there do you have
Uh-oh.
do you bring it around and do you invite anyone else on, or you just
What's the one-seater, so
oh,
don't
okay,
need anyone else on it.
gotcha.
But I will.
I'll meet y'all there.
There are horses provided as well.
You and I will walk.
I may be a minute.
No, I have a thing, but it only goes like 20 miles an hour.
How tall? How taller is your character, Fox?
It's like average height.
You could probably
30
fit on.
miles an hour.
True, but I thought you were carrying both Strissa and Jetta.
No, I'm only carrying Starissa. I think Jetta's
Oh.
got some sort of floating disc or
Ah.
something.
No,
I don't-
I was just gonna let other people pick where they wanted to go first because Jeddah doesn't necessarily have a preference. She also wants Darissa to have her like, you're an adult, you can have time. It's just okay.
There are
Good
horses.
guardian.
Yay!
I've got telekinetic leap.
It's not gonna do it for you. Though I do believe you are trained in horsemanship.
I do. I have a passable skill in horsemanship. It's not great, but I've got it.
You've got a horse with you, so don't
Yeah,
do
yeah.
anything.
I look at all of this and go, and just unhitch my horse.
And I just wait. So you have a horse. You have that. So yeah, then I'll get on the other horse too. That way we don't have to buy extra horses or whatnot.
All right. So-
while people are outside getting ready, I wanted to cast Sea Aura and get a look at everyone.
Okay. So as they all leave the bar, you subtly cast Ciara. The cyborg is impossible to miss. It is a living being, but it is robotic. Its aura is therefore of about a tenth of a person, maybe more like a quarter of a human being. In that, that's the amount of bits left. But you can see that they are still one, like, it's hard to say soul, but that cyborg is one being. Does not have any kind of resonance as far as magic or psionics. The resonance around Jeddah is twofold. It's almost like layered. There's kind of a greenishness, a green heavy layer, and a white, kind of like a light bluish layer that intermingle, kind of like someone took an overlay and just kept doubling it up until they had like a 3D picture of Jeddah. Starissa gives off a bold red energy. There is magic power there. There's also psychics. The signal from the Grackle Tooth is healthy, like full of life. Not untinged with the darkness that one experiences after in a life of fighting, but a light energy, like a lightness to that energy even. And Robin has a smaller signature, almost as if their signature is kind of hidden from you. But kind of fading in and out, you do see that they have an immense psychic potential. The Marshal. As you look over at the Marshal, you see the energy of a 10-foot tall being. Radiating with kind of a glowing brown glow. Like a yellowish brown glow of power. And sweeping out from the back of that 10-foot tall being is an enormous pair of wings.
Okay. And everyone's healthy and not possessed.
No one's possessed.
Awesome.
Yes, that is a check you have had to make quite a bit. No one here is a vampire thrall. This being the New West, vampires are a direct problem that everyone has to deal with eventually. But you are all, if you don't have like a cross or, stakes in your inventory, I will always assume every character has them. Even if they're not listed, because you're in the New West. Everyone knows. It's like, wake up, grab your wallet, grab your keys, grab your pack of stakes and your silver cross, in case you need to shine the shadow over a vampire.
Jeddah probably has hers like in her belt, but like tied around with like a rope and like some herbs and stuff hanging off of it.
Yeah. So
I have little doodles all over mine.
Yeah.
You've been drawing on yours with a Sharpie?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're such a pair.
So in this town, there's a number of places to outfit yourself. There's the medical center, which none of you hopefully need right now. There's
Coffee wasn't that strong.
general store. There's the specific store. There's the couple other places. What do y'all do?
So are we gearing up before we go? Is that what you're at?
I'm giving you the option of what's around town.
Does anyone need to make a stop before we head out?
I just start writing.
Do you know which way you're going there?
I look back and I just point, as if it's obvious, like that way, towards Angel Fire.
Kevin, I don't see anything with water. Is there any means by which to get something that can produce water in a
You
town
can
like this?
you can get a
Got weapon
canteen. This isn't the kind of place where you can get a techno wizard like water jug.
Not for drinking. Some sort of
Oh, this town
water
is
gun.
also at the bottom of a river. There's Trinidad Lake is on the edge of town, and it is a very large lake. Water runs down into it from the mountains.
I was thinking for vampires having like super soaker water guns.
If you would like a super soaker water gun, I can say you have a super soaker water gun.
Okay, good. That's good enough for me. I just want to make sure we had something in case we run into them.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Everyone out here is kind of prepared for that.
Okay, then I'm good.
And it's such a problem that even though many people are prepared, the vampires tend not to care. All right. So, you're all following Robin's lead.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a navigation check regardless.
I need one from Robin as well. Land nav or
cool.
navigation.
Do I have either?
Do I know about the ley line, the martial management?
Give me a roll on Arcana with a +10.
Where would you find that? Because I'm pretty sure I have pretty good land navigation too.
I have 26 under 60 for navigation.
I got a 68 out of 65. Where the fuck am I?
You'd have
Navigation
to check all
is
three
not-
of your skills.
Navigation's
What
not
was
a skill I possess.
You have to follow me, Riggs, as always.
Yeah, you make it sound like I'm always lost.
Well, you are.
That is
Say
not true.
Arcana?
That is not true.
Yeah, Arcana. And give yourself 10 in your favor.
You don't have that. You got lore magic and
Yes, lore magic. Oh my god.
Lore ley lines.
Or either one, whichever one's... Ley lines will get you more information.
Still 78 out of 55.
All right. So you haven't been in this town and in that gulch specifically. Though what the marshal said, the ley line hasn't acted up recently, so it doesn't seem like... Because every now and then a ley line will spit out, like, a horde of demons, or 1,000 velociraptors, or one massive sandworm, or a whale,
Cool, cool, cool.
which will then just land and die. It doesn't seem like anything weird has been happening with that ley line recently. So you probably can only expect more natural things from the area. Things that are already here. You're probably less likely to be blindsided by a roving shadow demon.
Gotcha. It's not within 30 miles. Of the
You
town.
are within... I'll say you are just barely within 30 miles of it. I could check my map, but... You're 30.6 miles from where it is.
Oh, so I can't sense it. Barely out of my range.
But you will be going down towards it. So are you choosing to go around the mountains or through the mountains as a group?
How much time does it save us to go through the mountains?
It will save you about half a day.
That's pretty
Actually,
good.
no. Going through the mountains it'll save you about half a day.
And he said that lately the mountains have been safe, right?
Comparatively. I mean, the mountains have been quieter. The ley line being calm has been helpful. He did, yeah.
I want to kind of like stop in front of this choice and be like, now normally I myself would suggest cutting through the mountains, dealing with anything that might. Now, why'd you roll your eyes at me? I'm trying to explain something. I saw that. You thought I didn't. I'm keener than you think.
Pull up my
Where'd you see?
horse.
What happened?
Now,
Is there something?
Normally, I would say we cut through the mountains, shave half a day off our trip, and deal with anything that might come our way. But seeing as how we got some, and I look like right behind me, and at Jen, are you floating on a thing? Or
No,
you're on a
I'm,
horse or something?
I figure you're in the front of the horse, Starissa is in the middle, and I'm kind of holding on to her,
Oh, you're
making
both
sure
on
she
me.
doesn't
Okay.
like. Yeah.
So I look back. I just sort of lean over and look at both of these two, like look at me. Since we have an experienced company, I was thinking perhaps we'd take the safer route.
I'm not sure what you mean by inexperienced. I used to be a guide. I also can go through the mountain, so
You
I
two.
could get there faster than you could probably.
Yeah, you two stink of magic.
Yeah.
Y'all are magic, right?
Yeah.
There you go. We're going
No,
through the
magic,
mountains.
I'm not.
And air.
Shortest way, Riggs, as always. As
All
I
right,
said, I know
all
where we're
right.
going.
I know when I am outvoted, and that's just fine.
Oh no, I don't mind whichever way you go. I just wanted to make a point to let you know that I could go there faster. I would go whichever way you went, but I would go literally through the
We're
mountain.
going through the mountains.
Yes,
Chuck, you okay with going through the mountains?
I am jogging next to Robin because you seem to be the only one who has any sense right now.
That's rude. I heard you say that with
I
your
wanted
voice.
you
You said
to.
it very loud. Yeah, okay. Gotta work on those manners.
Oh no, they were very blunt. It seemed that that's what they meant to say.
Yep.
Yes. I
Yes,
Yeah, they don't have a lot of faith
use
in
the
you.
words very well.
No, they do not.
As you move through the mountains,
Nice.
the road gets a bit narrow at one point. Everyone give me a roll on whatever you are controlling.
Sure.
If you are the one controlling your vehicle. Now, the cyborg does not need to make this roll. You instead give me. You don't have acrobatics.
Son of a bitch.
Roll d20, Michelle.
Would it be horsemanship for me, Kev, or something else?
Yes.
Okay.
Or hovercraft. I forget. I think.
Oh,
it might have given you both.
horsemanship? Not actually.
Horsemanship works.
I got a 15.
Ooh,
Okay.
26 out of
28.
48.
Did anyone roll above what they?
Yeah, by a single point.
Your horse stumbles,
Me and Riffs, man, every time.
and where the cyborg is standing starts to crumble a bit. And your horse, being right next to it, starts to lose its footing as well. Give me one more horsemanship roll.
Okay. Yeah. Ah, there we go. That's an 8.
Okay, with that, you are well trained enough to get this horse back onto its full footing
Whoa,
and
whoa.
prevent it from starting to fall down the cliff. Inoshima, you start falling down the cliff.
I do?
Yes. You rolled. I was considering it basically like a D100 roll. And you
Ouch.
rolled the top 5%.
Can I?
Can't I just, I don't know, jump back, or do I have?
Yes, you can.
He's just a
Being a
doll.
cyborg, you basically kick into the side of the cliff,
Yes.
anchoring yourself, and you fling yourself back onto the trail.
There you go.
Ooh,
I
wall
won't use
jump.
my spells to help you then.
Watch your step.
The robot horse makes a small jump over the new gap. The hover cycle doesn't have any trouble with it. It goes whoosh. Now, you've been traveling for a couple of hours. You all stop to take a break because, bio break, etc. You're in the mountains now. It's a little colder. You are closer to the ley line. You can feel the ley line running. You're about, let's say you made it about there, so you'd be about 20 miles from the ley line at this point. And it feels like you're kind of headed towards it. Because you're headed south, west.
Do we
And it is
Do-
west.
do we know was your character's name was Chuck? Or did I make that up in my head?
That's
It's Gunther.
Oh, it's Gunther? Why did I think Chuck? All right. So, do we know that you have anything to do with ley lines? Like, is it obvious? Like, when you see a
Yeah,
ley line walker, are they like, Look at me, I'm a wizard. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
They tend to wear blue,
Like the experiences we've had in the past.
but is Gunther that is Gunther has all the telltale signs of a Leyline Walker with the
The armor and the
yeah,
robes and stuff. Yeah.
or at least some
Gunther-
magic user.
Is there any way for you to tell whether or not that ley line is misbehaving from this distance? Give us an idea of what we might be walking towards.
I'll have to get closer.
All right. I guess we'll do just that. Why you keep shaking your head at me? I see you do it every time I talk. You shake your head, Robin, as if you have something to say. Is there something you want to get off your chest?
Yeah, we got a ley line walker. The hell are we doing walking? Shouldn't we be ley line walking?
We're not on the way. Right
Not just for me. I could walk. But I couldn't carry anyone.
Well, I know good and goddamn well ley line walkers can carry folk. I done it.
Wouldn't you gain stronger muscles if you walked, though? It's technically doing you a favor.
My muscles are plenty strong. The hell are you saying about my muscles?
I don't know. This is where I walk everywhere because I wish to be prepared for whatever. And plus, I climb many a mountain, and it's very hard to bring a horse or anything up a mountain, so I do it myself. Although, technically, I just go through the mountain, as I have stated earlier. But, you know, that isn't something everyone can do.
There's a sound.
Can I phase only part of my body?
No,
What?
not really. Just your head, you mean?
Yeah, in fact, you know what? We're stopped anyway. I just shoved just my head inside my horse.
Inside your horse?
Gross.
That's an interesting option you made.
God.
I just need to
Dirt
deaden.
everywhere.
I need to deaden the sound. That's all.
There's
I just.
also rocks and like a
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah, but the
Literally
horse is way
anything
funnier.
else Except for a living being.
Your
Just like
horse,
yours.
Can I not do that?
I wait.
Can I do
your
that?
horse looks at you and just
It just flicks you with its tail.
I want to nudge you.
Eating the horse?
Now that's different. Now that's interesting.
I
That
have done
is.
that as well, but normally it is to earth. And I walk up to the horse. Are you comfortable? Are
I
you
take
okay?
my head back out.
I just-
you hear a sound. A loud, terrifying snarl.
oh, you should leave. It sounds very painful.
Anyone who has Sixth Sense, it triggers.
Okay.
Yay. Sort of. Kind of. I don't have Sixth Sense capital S, but I have an ability that describes itself as a Sixth Sense, lowercase.
You also have the psychic power Sixth Sense
I do?
under your psychic power.
I do! Yay!
So, those of you who that happened to are definitely not surprised. Anyone who doesn't have Sixth Sense, roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Which one is that one?
It's a D20. If you don't have any bonuses, that's normal.
13.
16.
16.
Natural 20.
All right, none of you are surprised.
I was like, dude, are you new? Oh, that's not you.
Sticking
That's
sticking their
exactly
head
what it
over
is.
the edge of you're kind of down. There's a wall that runs along the trail. You're kind of going down into the valley a bit. From a cave somewhat higher on the valley, you see a creature that looks like kind of if a tiger were rock colored, had a feathered kind of mane, and had pulled the skin off of its face
Oh,
while
good.
howling.
Like you had me until
Oh,
that
okay.
part.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
had me, then you lost me. I was there.
Yeah, you lost me at this game.
I'm gone.
Bearing basically its skull to you.
Jesus.
Uh,
I miss riffs,
Mhm.
guys. I miss
Welcome back.
Mhm.
so go ahead and give me a horror factor, a save versus horror factor of 12.
which is also a 20.
D20 plus your save versus horror factor bonus.
And that's not as good.
Ooh, made it. 13.
12.
Okay.
Yeah, like 20 something.
I'm good. Yeah. Plus
Kate, we
6.
couldn't hear you. It's okay.
Yeah, I got nothing. I got a
16?
6.
16. And what was that, Jetta?
I got a 6.
All right, so Jetta loses her turn. The rest of you,
No.
You
Are
just see
kind
him
of
like,
fun.
oh, that's not you, that's you.
Does it have a
I
face?
just literally just stand there like,
so everyone give me initiative. We're gonna kind of run through combats faster and a little differently in this.
Fast and loose.
Okay.
So
Sure.
yeah,
fast and furious.
I love both those things.
so give me initiatives.
I'm last.
13.
17.
18.
7.
Okay, so we're gonna do it this way. You get to choose who goes after you. Starting with the 18, I believe. No one got higher than 18? Nope. Okay.
I got a 17.
Sick. Doing a very quick skim through of my psychic powers. No, not unless I'm going to telekinetic leap on top of it, which, while funny, not useful. There's as my fucking spider sense like tingles off, it's just I whoop my head back out of the horse that I was bearing it in. The rifle on my back flies into my arms, and I swivel level at this thing and just fire. I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna shoot it with my Wilkes 150 Volcanic, which sounds real cool. So,
I love that your head was in a horse,
In a
and
horse.
then you fucking spin around and John Wick the shit out of this thing.
I can just see you like have your head in the horse and just go,
yeah,
whoosh, just like head still in the horse.
it's,
Or you
it's
pop
just
your head out the other side
Like
of the horse.
using
and
the
start
horse
shooting.
as like a steadier for the
Let's
gun.
see. That's a nice.
Just push
Okay.
your head out just enough to see through the other side of the
I don't think the voltaic's pictured.
Okay.
nerving.
What'd you get?
Oh. I get a bonus on called shots?
You,
Jesus.
being trained to a silly level, yes, get a
It's a
bonus on
s-
called shots, but they do take 2 actions.
Okay, then oh, okay.
Go for it if you'd like.
Oh yeah, then
That's
I wanna,
awesome.
I want to peg this thing right in the dome then. I just want to like
That's
spin
smart.
around and like as I'm going like down into like a firing position, just crack this thing in the noggin.
All right. This seems exceptionally effective as it has pulled back its skin.
That's what I figure. Okay, so am I reading this right? Called shots are made at a +2 instead of a -3?
Yep, that is the Wilkes Volcanic.
Because
Nice.
in
Lever
that
action.
case,
Yep.
in that case, I think it's 19 + 4 then. So
Jesus. All right, yeah, it can't do anything about that. So go ahead and roll your damage
Great.
twice.
Oh,
Did you do a
shit.
single blast or a double blast? Double blast?
Oh, yeah, sure, why not?
So you can do a 3d6 single blast or a 66 double.
So 66 twice or just 66?
Just 66 twice because
Jesus,
you have
okay.
effectively critted
That-
on this thing. As
Guess
its
what? That's
exposed
too many
face.
dice to roll, so I'm just gonna roll 66 in a dice roller real quick, just so I can get some fast numbers here. 20 plus 18, so 38.
38 is enough because you have shot it in the eye.
God.
From a distance of about, let's say, 300 feet,
Oh, Jesus, okay.
as a snapshot into its exposed, clearly unarmored area of its face.
Unarmored hair.
You hit this thing in the face, and you hear a small explosion. Behind it is not a ton of gore. It seems like your bullet went in, or your laser beam went in, though did not go through, which generally means you didn't harm something too bad. But in this case, it harmed it so bad that, like, if its armor was up, this would not have killed it. But it
Oh.
peeled back its face, and then it didn't come out the back.
Don't peel back your
Ooh.
face.
Don't peel back. Lesson for everybody.
Yeah.
Don't peel back.
Don't peel back your face.
It's a bad
When you go
combat
into battle,
tactic.
don't peel back your face.
So the first of these beasts,
And now you know.
the first of these beasts is dead.
Jeez.
Who should go next?
I want to see what the giant cyborg can do.
Yeah.
All right, so
This you
looking
could've
around,
known.
yes, do you have radar? What kind of sensors do you have?
I have sensory equipment. All that you give me.
Just check the triax sheet. That would be the where all the sensors are listed. A VX500 Borg is
Oh,
Very
God.
impressive
good.
sounding.
even if you have some people just go with the red armor because that's what they like, but you have made it your own, and I love it.
Mm-hmm. I would say so. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so your radar starts picking up a number of different targets. There are about 4 things that are moving now within visual sight that were kind of invisible when not moving, but they have started to move in response to one of them being killed. You see, there are more caves on this outcropping than you expected. There are about 4 within 200 feet of you, and those caves go deeper. So it's hard to say if there are any more in there and what might happen. But you have line of sight to about 4 of them.
So may I railgun?
Always a good bet.
Railgun!
Railgun.
Railgun!
A 14.
The one you're shooting at will attempt to dodge and rolls a 5. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Where on my sheet is the PP?
18.
Never mind.
18 damage.
Yeah, real low.
You hit it, and there's a burst of feathers as you have hit into the MDC outer skin of this beast.
Do I get to shoot again, or?
Sure, take a second. Take a second action. As I find what page.
16.
16 definitely hits. Hate that picture. And are you doing a burst or a less?
Which does more damage?
The full burst is 30 rounds. I believe you've got about 1,000 some rounds on you.
Yes.
So
This time I got 25.
25. All right. So all right, this another blast of feathers and skin as the flechettes from your railgun fire. The sound is immense. The sound of a railgun just going from 0 to blasting is... It's not deafening in this cavern, but it's loud. If anything, didn't know something was happening here, well, there was that screaming howl from the howler. All right, this thing is looking badly bloodied, but it is still alive. Who should go next?
I would like to see what my traveling companion can do.
So that'd be
Riggs.
Riggs. You're muted.
Muted.
You are.
So first unmute. First action is to
Somebody
unmute.
silenced him. Shit.
Hello. How many are we looking at?
It's hard. You can see the one that that Enoshima just shot. And there's
many can
about
I visibly
one other
see?
you can see clearly. It's about 1,000, less than 500 feet away.
All right. If I whoops. So, if I can only see 2 of them,
Mhm.
then I'll use the juicer, the
Okay.
cactus juicer. So I pull out my own
Railgun.
railgun, machine gun.
Yours is more like a traditional Gatling style, but also does use railgun technology. So it's got the
Yes.
spinning barrel, and it's called the cactus juicer because that's how they calibrate it. Is on a cactus and
Okay,
just like
good. Not the cactus
disintegrating.
people.
Not the cactus people.
Okay.
Well,
That's an important distinction in Rifts. Like,
Yeah.
Well, you don't do that.
okay, God.
now it says 1d4 or 3d6 burst.
Yeah. So a single round does 1d4. A burst does 3d4.
Okay.
Costs
and
no more actions, just costs more ammo.
I can only burst fire.
You can do either, but
I can't go and just dig into where they are.
that is burst fire.
Okay. All right.
You
I'm
mean-
going to do burst fire then.
Yeah.
Let me roll the hit.
I'm suddenly
Uh,
remembering the Savage Worlds rules for burst firing.
No, don't cross the streams, dude.
Yes, but you can get more creatures. Okay.
That is a 14 to hit.
Let's see.
Oh, do I get a?
I
For
rolled a
some
3.
reason, it says burst 1.
Yeah,
Don't
because
let me-
burst is a little uncontrolled. A lot of people don't get a ton of bonuses to shooting. Not everybody is a gunslinger.
Yeah.
Especially with railguns.
Okay. Did I hit him?
Yes, actually, this thing did not move out of way in time.
5. Ooh. So 3d6 was 5, 4, 5. So that's 14.
All right, that is enough to finish off the one that Enoshin started. And again, a loud blast. Do you want to take one more shot at the other one you can see?
Yes, sir, I do. And that is 9 plus 2. 10, 11.
Oh, this one gets out of the way. You take another shot and it goes right in, carving a bit of the cliff.
Slippery little varmints.
All right, who should go next?
I am curious only because he's a new character, so I think Gunther should go next because I want to know what one of these people can do.
Gunther, you can see one just got killed. Another one is clearly in line of sight. If you got a little more maneuverability, you could probably get 3 into line of sight.
But how far away are they?
They're about 500 feet away. If that's too far for you, you do have your hover cycle, so you can get up there pretty quick.
Sure.
That does put you a little far out front, though. That is the tactical compromise.
Yeah, they group together? They're not grouped together, are they?
If you use your hover cycle to get into a better position, you can
Yeah.
you can get 2 of them right next to each other.
And how far away is the third one?
The third one would be about another 20 feet from them. So if you got something big enough, you could potentially hit all 3.
Okay, yeah, I'll fly up there, get in within 100 feet, and whack on my fingers and cast fear at them.
All right, so they have to make a...
So 20 feet diameter.
All right, so you're going to need 3 saves versus horror factor. Let me check the numbers.
6 tar factor 16.
1, 3, and 1.
Neat.
So all 3 of them, just turn and book up the side of the cavern. They're climbing up. It looks like they're just trying to do whatever the hell they can to get out of the cavern. As you know, I don't think there's. Does your magic have a big, like, showy, physical thing? Like, because some, or is it more of a, like, mental kind of thing?
Not with that spell.
Okay.
That was more mental for them.
Gotcha. Because I know some people like to do, like, a giant skull comes and scares them, but it's just mental fear as these beasts.
It goes
Take
booga booga
off.
booga.
You do hear, after you do that, you do hear from the caves another kind of deep howl. And where these would have come at you, they are now running away. And some of the ones from deeper in the caves come out. About 2 more come out of the caves kind of to the left and the right of you, of the group. Actually, kind of a little closer to Gunther, but it took their whole turn to get up there. They are now in clean line of sight. Gunther's about 300 feet ahead of you. Well, Gunther's ahead of you a bit. You can get up there if you need. So, who should go next after these things have their move? Gunther, what do you say?
Let's go with Starissa.
All right.
Okay. Okay, I look at the Jedi real quick. I'm like, Jedi, can I attack them?
Yes, but don't go overboard, okay?
Okay. And then I
No,
just turn to.
Please go overboard.
I look at the closest one I can see, and I just yell, "Firebolt!" And I let a firebolt out at it.
All right. Roll your attack with fire. Oh no, it has to dodge. I forget.
Yes, it has to dodge.
The 6 isn't going to do it.
Okay. $19 damage.
19.
Yep.
All right. Oh, and Gunther, do you want to do one more thing? Because you got another go. I'm sorry, I only gave you like one action.
So they're flanking me, kind of,
Kind of, yeah.
but they're over 100 feet away.
Let's say they're 50 feet on each side of you. As it gets pretty narrow here.
Okay. Then I will firebolt one of them. The one on my left.
Gotcha. We'll say that's the same one Starissa just firebolt, and then Starissa will get another thing. I'm sorry, I forgot to give you both your actions at once, but this actually works out a little better for you. Except for the surrounded part. Yeah.
That minor detail.
Minor detail, yeah. Oh, they get to dodge and another 6. Okay.
10 damage.
All right, 10 damage. That one's burnt. After these 2 firebolts hit it, it snarls, with its teeth showing, and its jaw just a little bit, but it hasn't gone completely into howler mode. Starissa, you get another action.
Okay, I'm gonna advance forward, trying to get myself between me and the rest of the group, between them.
Okay.
So they kind of have to go through me to get to them.
Gotcha. So the tween girl, or the teen girl, walks boldly in front of the grackle tooth and the cyborg, placing herself directly in the line of danger.
I want to look at Eno. Like, what the fuck?
All right, and do you have another thing you want to do, or just get there and like draw their attention?
I'm just gonna draw their attention at this point.
So you throw a rocket one, and it hits it, and it snarls and just locks its eyes on you. Jeddah.
Jeddah kind of like, okay, and I just kind of like walk over to where Starissa is, kind of put my hand on her shoulder, and remember, we have to pace ourselves. We don't have our PPE forever, okay? And then she's gonna go like, you said they were up on a like.
They're kind of on a cliff ledge.
I have, I'm not sure which would work better for this, floating earth or shifting ground. But what I want to do is I want to kind of like say that and then kind of slide down and put my hand on the ground, and kind of like how when Scrat like goes to put a nut in the ground and kind of like like that.
Yeah.
I want it to do that all the way up and come like open just enough so that it like
it would fall.
Falls and the ground falls on top of it. So like kind of like a.
Okay, so you want it to split and then crumble in.
Yes.
All right, whichever one costs more PPE is.
The shifting ground costs more.
Okay. It will get a save to try to, and I rolled a 5. All right, what does shifting ground? Does shifting ground potentially do damage, or?
It says it makes the ground roll and shift. You need a line of sight and to touch the ground. You must concentrate and maintain the effort and cannot move, dodge, or loosen your lose contact with the earth. Which I have bare feet, so I guess that works, possibly.
Completely works, 1000%.
Wait, how far away are they?
Close enough for this to work.
Okay, cool. It says effect is -4 strike, parry, and dodge. Called shots. It says called shots are impossible, and vehicles get stuck. But
Alright,
it's technically just an area effect that I'm.
Yeah,
trying to
these
capture.
things. This will affect. What was the area? Did it say give you an area?
With 12 feet.
Okay, so it's not big enough to get them both, but the one kind of gets stuck in this crevice, kind of starts shifting underneath it, gets kind of trapped in it, and is kind of like clawing at the sides, trying to climb itself up. And as these things are great at climbing, it's weird to see it like look like a cat going down curtains, as it like tries to grasp in and doesn't seem to be able to find purchase.
So I've made the ground like all loose and gravelly.
Yeah, as you just every time it puts in, it's like expecting rock and getting mud.
Yeah.
Do you do anything else with your next turn? I don't think you can actually to keep this going. You essentially have locked that one thing down.
Yeah, it's 2 actions. So I've done
so
that.
that's your whole thing.
Yeah. And I didn't say this at the beginning, but she has 1 green eye and 1 blue eye, and the green eye right now, as I'm messing with the earth, is kind of like just seems a little bit more vibrant.
All right. One of the beasts is going to make a jump at Starissa. The one that can.
Okay. I'll try to parry.
All right. That is a 10.
And that is a 13 parry.
All right. So this thing comes leaping at Starissa, and Starissa just kind of like palms it in the face.
No.
It's gonna go back and take one more swipe at her.
It's like the older brother and little brother thing where it's like this little brother's like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
All right.
Can't do shit.
That is a 12 to hit you.
Okay. And that is a 26 parry.
All right. With a parry that good, would you like to spend an action to attack it back physically
Yeah.
immediately? Okay. Spend one of your actions and
Okay.
punch it.
Ugh. And I do really bad at that and only get a 7.
I rolled an 18 on the parry. So you make contact with a blow, but it's not enough to like connect, as this thing is wily. But everyone from a distance sees this little girl, this little red girl, just like palm one of these giant cat monsters in the face, and then like try to punch it in the nose.
That's fucking awesome.
All right.
There you go. Good job. That's not exerting spells. Good job.
Hell yeah.
Next up, we'll go back to the in order if everyone's cool with keeping initiative order instead of re-rolling it every time.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, so we're gonna go back up to Fox and Robin.
Sure. So we got one
There's
that's
one kind of trapped in
Yes.
some shifting territory, and
Right.
there's one taking what look to be feeble swipes at Starissa.
Yeah, I ain't too concerned about that one. That one seems handled. So it's like turned back from that original, pop shot on the other one. I just kind of like size up the situation. It's like, nope, little one's got it, and bring up my sights onto the one that's scrambling in mud and trying to get out. It's like, let's just solve for that problem there. So, geez, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I did before then, and try to crack this thing in the dome.
Are you gonna try to get it in its open mouth?
Oh, its mouth is open, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, as it is. Yes.
Then
Making noise
abso-freaking-lutely, yes, I will absolutely do that. I got actions to burn. Why not, man? Come on.
Yeah.
So again, I'm gonna be.
Action to burn.
Yeah. There we go.
Still got somebody got there.
That is a 16.
It has a -4, so the 6 is technically a 2. You hit.
Okay. So again, it sounds like one crack, or I don't know what noise does a laser make?
Yours is a special kind of laser. It's lasers technically make very little sound, but yours has a
Right.
special kind of ammo called a
Right.
CFT, I believe, or you might not be a CFT.
No, that's my handgun. My handgun's a CFT.
Yeah,
peace
okay.
bringer.
Your handgun has the laser cartridges.
Yeah.
This doesn't make noise unless you want it to. There is a button to turn off the noise,
Yes. Always.
but the default is the sound of a gunshot.
Okay.
It is the computer-generated sound of a
Sound of a
gunshot.
gunshot. Cause riffs.
You can like turn the gunshot down a little bit. It's
I don't- I
fine.
don't wanna go down.
You can
loud.
turn it off. You can turn it off.
Then yeah, actually, it's kind of eerie. It's all you hear is the lever action of the rifle. Like it almost sounds like one click, but it's two in very rapid succession as she burst fires, again like standing up to spin around and this thing in the face. It's two flashes of light, and that's all there is to it. I'm gonna tell the computer to roll again because this is so many freaking
Yeah,
dice.
with this another crit or another vulnerability hit.
Okay, so that's 22 plus 23. So
Okay,
40
that's enough to kill it. This time it's as it scrambles, there is blood on the other side of the rock. As the laser punches completely through and out the other side. You hit it it was screaming and you caught it right in the brain, like in the bottom of the jaw through the brain pan.
Nice.
Where one supposes a brain should be, and it turns out in this case there is.
Well, there was.
Yeah.
Now it's like
All right. Now here's where I'm going to take it out of game for a second. Just say, does anyone want to do one cool thing where they kill one of these to show
I
off?
would like to power punch the one that is before me.
All right. You rocket leap up to it. Make your attack roll.
Rocket leap.
Well, I say rocket leap. You don't actually have the rocket booster leaping.
Oh.
But you
19.
can leap like 25 feet. Yeah, that hits. I got a 16 on that one.
Hey.
Still, didn't beat you. So power punch?
Yes.
All right, go for it.
Make sure I roll the correct one. That is a 13.
Okay. That isn't enough to kill it, but how do you do, like, Kirk axe handle it? Or, like, what's your power punch look like?
It is a
Just a straight clobbering.
yes.
Like a Superman
I-
punch, but it traveled
Yeah.
25 feet.
Do I get another one?
Yeah, take
or-
another hit on it.
Wait. That would be a 19.
That's another 16.
God, why do you even have guns? You just punch things to death.
12.
12. Okay, so that's 25 total on that one. It's not happy with it, but it's still up.
Oh, could we say that you punched it? If you punch it so hard, could we say that you punched it near my horse and my horse kicks it in the face?
Do you want to
Just
use your action to?
Yeah. I want to have it that like I take out my fucking shotgun and then I'm like, wait a minute, and I whistle for Ironside, and yeah, can Ironside come over and like almost like a team attack, like punched it, and then it like thump 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 thump, and then my horse just comes in and fucking tramples it.
Okay. Roll
Okay,
an
cool.
attack.
Hold on, I need to look at my horse's stuff because I think it's on a different sheet here. Class robot horse. Bandito Arms, heavy robot horse is what it's called. Fucking awesome.
I didn't make this up.
No, Kevin, we know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
But if you
Lives
did,
steady.
But someone named Kevin did.
Yeah, it's
You
true.
know that's a fair
Some
point.
Kevin did.
Kevin is responsible.
somewhere,
so
somewhere.
So I'm gonna roll to hit. It doesn't have a. Oh, it does have to strike. Yes, it
Yeah.
does. Okay.
Its to strike is not nearly as good as yours.
I got an 18 plus 1
Yeah, that'll beat the 3 I rolled.
for my horse. If it's a rear kick, I'm imagining it goes like and like kicks it with its back legs.
Sure. Yes.
So that's a different.
How does it go again?
Stop it.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if it was the phone or not.
6, 2, 7.
Have I mentioned I miss you all?
It's come up,
We
but
listen to.
19 mega damage.
All right, that is enough. The horse comes in and finishes off Inoshima's work, crushing this thing.
This poor creature. Just
Now,
two robots hammering the fuck out of it.
does anyone want to show something off before we finish this up? Jetta?
Before, or you can tell me how much PPE this would be. So I finish, or did you say finish it off? Is it gone yet?
Let's say if there is one there for you to do something cool to. There is
I was
enough
going to- I
enemies
was
for
going
you
to
to
fin-
do
when they
something
were
cool
all-
to right now.
When they were all gone, I want to do something. But
All right. Does anyone else want to finish one off before we move on to after they're gone? Cool. Okay.
Nope.
All right. It's quiet now. You don't hear the sound of any more. There's no howls coming from the tunnels. There is still the sound of a couple of them just booking it, just full speed hauling away from all of you.
Mhm.
But there's nothing else here.
See? Told you they stank of magic. And I start climbing back on my horse.
At this point, again,
You
you
were
can tell me
right.
how much PPE I use. But since my hands are on the ground, I have at least one of my earthen hands on the ground, and I just want to take the other one and put it on the ground and just kind of like grasp the earth, and use shifting ground again, and just
We'll call
take
this the
all
same
of
thing.
them and pull them into the ground, to kind of bury them. in a way.
Absolutely.
I just you see them all, and you just see her go like this, and her muscles just kind of pull as she's like grabbing the ground. And
The ground comes out like in a wave, in a gentle, like an ocean wave, lapping and then lapping and then lapping as it hits the bodies, and just takes them with the wave and then into the ground.
Mhm.
And as the wave kind of pulls back at the end, the ground is flat and smooth ahead of you, easing your travel with not a single corpse in sight.
and you just see Jetta's her top hands come like this, and she's kind of whispering, and Starissa knows this as she's whispering a prayer to kind of usher them off, and then she just kind of comes up, and then, are we ready?
That
And
is
with
damn
that-
convenient.
And that is also convenient because that's where we're going to take a break.
Nice.
Hey.
All right. Thank
These
you, everybody.
children know what they're doing.
Yes, they do.
Turns out the answer is yes.
I was wrong. I
All
can
right.
admit it.
So thank you so much for joining us. We're going to take a 10-minute break. Get up, move around, use the restrooms, hydrate, be human. Hopefully
Love to be
we'll see
human.
you soon.
What is this? What is this?
It's something that I have struggles to do. But yes. All right. So, Fox, if you could please.
Bye.
Yes.
Bye-bye. One.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Riff's Ballad of Fates. We are somewhat in the past, discovering a lost chronicle of Jeddah and Starissa. And the group has amassed. They are headed to a place called the town of Angel Fire by the, what was it? No Touch Peak.
Touch Me Not, I think.
Touch Me Not. That sounds
No
right.
Touch Peak. You can't call it No Touch Peak.
Listen,
can't.
I didn't name it. I saw it on the map and picked it.
That's why it's such a weird name, because Kevin didn't name it.
You have to climb No Touch Peak to the No Touch Tip.
You are the game boss. You are now implicated. I just want to put that out there.
Listen, if I find a place called Touch Me Not Mountain, I'm going to incorporate it somehow.
It's pretty great.
Well, it's an unincorporated territory, so yeah.
I feel bad because Jeddah was like, I could just go through it.
No touching.
Okay. Oh shit.
All you motherfuckers that can fly or have super horses or
Like,
motorcycles,
you
I'm
can't
like,
touch it. I'll just make it go around for me.
I guess I could walk through it very slowly.
Touch Me Not Mountain has a 5-star rating on all trails.
It's because it's dope.
Good
Anyway.
to know.
And if it
Anyway.
was 200 years prior, that would be helpful for us. But right now,
Right now, it's probably you found some monsters. All right. So your group continues on, having gotten taken out the howlers, and you continue. It's starting to get a bit dark as you've been traveling. Do you want to rest up for the night? Do you want to like camp for the night, or do you want to scout out the town first?
I like meeting new people. If anyone wants to come with me, I will meet new people and then tell you what happens. If anyone wants to make their camp, then
I want to meet new people.
Was
I mean,
this town populated, Kevin?
You didn't ask any questions before you left, so.
Well, I would assume we know about the town.
It's a town.
Why?
I assume it has
Seem
people
like
in
you know
it.
what we're doing.
Don't we live here?
Not here.
Wasn't the town only like a day away from where we just were?
Yes.
I ain't from
So-
So
here.
we can't like.
Tell
isn't there
me about
regular-
the population of Vineland, Evan.
the population of Vineland. I can't tell you the population, but I know people live in Vineland. Like if you were like, hey, I want you to go to Trenton, I'd be like, do people live there? Like I wouldn't, you know, I know that people live in Trenton. But you
So-
said Detroit. I'm like, I don't know if people live in
Riggs.
Detroit.
Riggs, this is a place where people went. They did not come back. That is why we are here. So obviously these, I don't know if they were just incompetent or unlucky, or perhaps there were stronger people there. Perhaps we need to do caution. So perhaps we should not let the children just march into town. Perhaps we should do some
You're talking about
reconnaissance.
children. There are no children. We have not rescued any children from their deceased parents. There
She
are no
means-
children here. I don't understand.
She means you two, dynamic duo.
Oh, I am not a child. I am of childbearing age.
Right.
I'm a child, though.
You are a child though.
She's just like, well, I am.
Listen, scouting
Well-
stuff out's literally all I do most days, so
I don't even know how old I am. But
Yeah.
I know
All right. So at this point,
Myself,
by the way,
know,
you
I'm
are.
not-
Sorry,
Yes.
I should say something because it is relevant to someone. You are now practically on the ley line. If you want to move 30 miles and put you right next to town, that might be a good way to scout it out. I think it takes quite a bit of PPE to move other people down a ley line. Also, you don't have a pyramid as a focus. When people get moved on a ley line, it's generally because there's a pyramid at one end acting as the anchor.
yep.
But you're about 30 miles away. And it looks like the
Yeah, I
ley line
can-
ends just before the lake north of Angelfire.
I can only move myself.
I think you can move yourself for basically free.
Yeah. I think the other thing is a spell to move others.
Yeah.
If I know what direction you were going, I can meet you there.
So that is an option, but only Gunther knows that. So it's up to Gunther to spell it out for the rest of the group. So
Spell it out very slowly.
if-
because sometimes I forget how you spell words.
if they want to.
I think it's a figure of speech, honey.
L-E.
But so what is the group thinking of doing?
Sounds like we want to check out the town.
Oh, I always love exploring. I will always explore.
Quietly. Quietly.
Unless I don't want to, and then I will not choose exploring.
I mean,
But today I was
distractions
like-
are.
Starissa, do you
Yeah?
know how to quiet your friend?
Yeah.
Words normally work, like please and thank you.
Yeah.
I've
We're
been told
going
it is
to
the
the
magic
town.
word.
Quietly. Yes.
Oh
I
yes,
think
I
she
can be
wants
very
to-
quiet.
Jetta, she wants to do stealth mode.
Ooh, that's always fun.
Yes.
We've done stealth mode before.
Uh-huh.
Perfect. So if you just turn that on, then we can go. Robin, you said that you track most of the time and you recon.
Yeah. I can also literally turn invisible, so that helps.
Well, perhaps you should run point then.
I think I'll do that.
Be the first one in. Yeah, give
Yeah,
us a
I think
little
I'll
intel.
walk at the front and then pass through walls and be invisible. It'll be
Hey,
great.
Kevin, how late is it?
It is getting to be let's say towards like 9.
So the sun's going down,
Yeah.
heavy shadows.
Yes.
And how
So I
far
can use
away
shadow
are we
meld
from town?
to jump around.
You're about 20 miles from town.
It's way too far out. Okay.
But there is no like major sources of light between here and the town. Did you say you wanted to do something, Starissa?
I was thinking shadow meld, but I didn't realize we were that far out yet. So it really is kind of pointless that far out.
Okay. Charging ahead is going to be. Yeah,
That's me.
By the way, you all have communicators, if you want. You've all been
Okay.
told what channel would be the group channel.
Do you happen to remember how far telepathy goes? Because I've also got that.
Not off the top of my head, but
How long
Hey.
can you be invisible for?
That's a fine question. One moment, please.
I mean,
Oh, 3 minutes. Okay.
at a time.
Okay. So maybe, duck from alley to alley kind of
Well, yeah.
situation.
I mean,
Right.
yeah, walls aren't exactly an impediment.
Telepathy.
I just wove my hand through a cactus.
Oh shit!
140 feet plus 40 per level, so about 200 feet.
Okay, so it's pretty short range. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
When I want to hide, I can do this, and I just shadow meld into the nearest shadow.
Completely gone.
Magic.
Magic.
Nice.
I'll tell you.
That is actually interesting.
Mhm.
Also, Gunter, I was impressed. How did you instill despair into those creatures?
It was just a minor incantation there.
That is worthy.
It's a mindly hoodoo.
Thank you.
Stealth
like the-
mode to town.
All right. So-
Um,
Everybody's moving. Oh,
I have land navigation, so I would kind of like to find the fastest, safest way. And even if, because everybody seems to have their own way of going, I kind of like parkour it, if
Okay.
that's possible. So just like,
running through mountains is kind of easy for
Yeah.
you.
yeah.
So go ahead and make that land navigation roll.
Okay.
And we'll see if you get off course.
3 and 0, 0.
So you got a 3.
Okay. And that's out of, I also
You
have
need-
a 90 in climbing, but I have land navigation of 64.
So you need to roll under 64 and you got a 3. Okay. You do extraordinarily well. Jeddah makes it look like the rookie, like she is an adult doing the American Ninja Warrior Junior course. As she basically runs along the side of part of a cliff, hops over a thing without a rock falling, and pulls those 2 strong arms, pull her up over a number of different things. She actually goes in one cave, comes out another side around a corner, and gets there not as quickly, but very quickly, as Robin gets there first.
And when I do, I just find a rock and I just sit and wait for everybody.
Robin, you get a good vantage point before the rest as you look down into the town of Angel Fire. You're still about a mile or 2 miles out, but you can see that is a fire. That is a red, angry-looking fire.
Okay.
It looks like part of the town is on fire.
Hey, is this town supposed to be burning? Is that like half stuck through a rock while I'm looking at it all this?
Mm.
I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Nina's not there yet.
At that point, I'll come up behind you and but this time when Jetta comes up behind you, she kind of puts her hand on your, like, the gentle hand on your shoulder, and her whole countenance is different, completely different. She's very, like, not solemn per se, but just she seems extremely more mature than she did, like, still a little bit back.
This is business.
Sure.
Very business Jetta, like, she's, I'm glad we did not wait. We do not have much time. There are innocents there.
I have a question for you, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm phased through a rock and she goes to put her hand on my shoulder, does she go through my arm?
She does, but she puts it on the rock.
Oh, okay.
She does go right through your shoulder.
Just kind of like
But
look.
it doesn't phase her, like, at all. She's like, oh,
No, yeah.
okay. You're one of those. It's fine.
Yeah. Just sort of like
It's okay.
look
I can do
over,
it too. It's fine.
look up. Yeah, we also don't have a lot of personal space, it seems. All right. I'm moving in for a closer look.
Okay.
I'm gonna head down the
It'll
cliff.
take a little bit of time for the rest of them to get there, though the cyborg is very quick. The horse can move pretty quickly, and Gunther has a, hover cycle, which is not super quiet, but isn't super loud. So if you, like, crank it down to a lower speed, there is basically a stealth mode where it moves at not very fast. Though, I just remembered you... Oh, go for it.
You said
you could just
I
pop
could just
along the
park
line.
there. Yeah.
Suddenly, there's a bit of a blue flash, and Gunther is standing there.
Fucking magic.
And towing Gunther's hover cycle, because I don't think you can teleport the hover cycle.
No.
Towing the hover cycle is the giant horse, moving slowly, and still a bit further behind. So our current position is Jetta and Gunther up on the rock as Robin goes in towards town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want me or too close to the front. I think quieter people should go in first. We tend to attract attention, but
All
I mean, the town burning like that, I don't know. Should we all just run in?
With a percentile, when you go invisible, Robin, you get another plus 20 to stealth to prowl, bringing your prowl up to what, like 80?
65.
Is it currently 65 or?
No, you've got my prowl listed as 45.
Oh, you should actually have another 10 points from a thing.
Okay. That would put it at 55, so 75 then with the 20.
75. All right,
Yeah.
so go ahead and roll that prowl.
Sure.
Because you're not hurt. You're absolutely not hurt, but that doesn't mean you're not seen.
Son of a damn it. Rolled an 89.
Would you... All right. As you start making your way into town, you can hear a bit like noise of somewhat explosions. And you start to see corpses of animals. You see what looks to be a paddock, a place where cows are kept, full of bones, cow bones, and skin.
This is okay. No
You
organs.
see-
Skin, like the meat is gone out of it.
You see a bunch of howler skeletons as well, with the feathers and the tough, leathery hide on the ground as well, torn and shredded. You see some scorch marks on it. And as you get even closer to town, you start to see a couple of dead people.
Shit. I presume, since you didn't say, they don't match the descriptions we were given of what we're
No.
looking for. Okay.
Though they do look like they were armed, like in some kind of like adventure, like they look like town security. Like
Okay.
you've gone into towns and seen the four guys wearing, the armored plate that's painted blue. This
Yeah.
is that. The paint on their armor is not done professionally. It's done because they've got a can of spray paint, not because they have a paint shop.
Sure. I kind of situate myself in the back of the paddock there, just kind of crouching down to do the solid snake, like We got a lot of dead critters and a couple dead people. Something blew the guts out of them. Or sucked the guts out of them. Ain't got no guts in them.
They're mostly, you see a lot of shred marks.
Maybe
Do
something
you
cut
hear
them
any
up?
signs? Do you hear any signs of life? Any screaming? Any hollering? Any whimpering?
You count explosions as alive?
I mean, I figured explosions is blowing people up.
Well, there you go then. Y'all may want to get down here. This don't look good.
Alrighty.
Whenever you
Let us
said that,
enter.
like animals and carcasses and stuff, Jetta was just, you're like, all right, let's get, Jet. She's already gone.
Enoshima is just, let us enter despair.
No, you gotta stop saying shit like that. It just
So
gonna give
dramatic.
people the wrong idea about you.
As Robin starts to hear what does sound like a little bit of screaming, she moves forward a bit, and coming around a corner, snapping ahead in your direction, is what looks to be a lumpy green face, demonic face,
Oh,
but
cool.
with a cybernetic face with like a cybernetic eye
Interesting.
and a cybernetic arm on it.
Oh, great. Okay.
Let me pull my source books up.
Sure. I'm gonna crap my pants and think about what I'm doing.
As this thing looks at you, it says something in a loud, bellowing voice. And
Unless it's in Espanol, I'm in trouble.
it is not. It is.
No me gusta.
Nope, that's not it. I'm not that
Cuando
bad.
era español.
There. Let me see. Sorry, let me just read the description of
Lo
them
siento, no
again.
hablo.
These allies make a damage. Oh, sometimes it just gives a description again. Sometimes it does not. There is a burst where you are standing. The ground around you erupts with a bunch of laser fire that came out of that robotic hand.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
It does not affect you whatsoever, as you are intangible.
Which is okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have any lore monsters, lore DBs, lore demons?
Double checking. I've got.
I don't know.
I know the law really good.
I gave you law because I thought
You
it
gave me
was
law
fun
and
to-
history. Ooh, and cook. But
Well, somebody
no,
can.
I have no lore. But if you need legal precedent, I'm your gal.
Well, you know that killing people's probably against the law in this town, and killing those guards.
That's definitely illegal. Can confirm.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? After all those bolts like pass through me, it's just found our problem.
Everything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law.
Yeah, you are bound by
do
law to
you-
stop shooting at me.
It starts to move towards you.
Yep.
You can see that it is dragging what looks to have been once the carnivorous rexes, like a dinosaur steed that people
Yeah.
often use.
Fucking hell. Okay. Is there? So, like, am I in a street? Am I in an alleyway? Am
You
I
are
next to a building?
Like you are next to a building, a barn house next to the paddock.
Okay.
The fire is like the street is straight, and there is fire down there about 10 blocks down.
Fantastic. I'm going to kitty pride my ass right into that barn then. Just
There is
nope.
nothing they can do to stop you.
Bye.
Another bolt of weapons fire from their cybernetic arm goes flying into the building.
Taking fire. Big time would like cavalry. We are in a level the town situation.
On our way.
Big time help, yes, please.
All right. So the next people who I'm gonna say can do something is Jetta and Gunther can get down there right away.
Mhm.
It's gonna take a little bit before everyone else gets there. Oh, in that. Wait, no. The cyborg is faster than the horse, actually. So the cyborg, with their speed of 154, can also get there, just not quietly. I don't think Starissa can move that fast on her own.
Not that I can see.
No, I don't believe you have the ability to. So, Jetta, would you like to, you're looking at what you can do.
Yeah.
Gunther or Inoshima, do you have a thing you'd like to do?
As I'm approaching, do I see any magic energy?
So this, we'll say you have line of sight on the being. This is a demon in front of them.
Shit.
Good times.
What can I do?
Would you like to roll any kind of lores?
Yeah. Lord, monster, and demon. Ooh, that's a 96.
Can I roll to see if
That's
it's illegal to be a demon?
It is not. Well, it is actually illegal to be a demon in this town. They had to pass that law.
Nah, I rolled a 58 anyway.
That's
Doesn't matter. I don't know that.
You rolled a 96. Listen, that. What skill did you roll the 96 on? Demon monsters?
Yeah.
Do you have DBs and aliens or
Yes.
any other? Yeah, roll on that. You'll get a different answer.
21 out of 45.
All right. So this is somewhat not a true demon, as such beings tend to shrug off cybernetics. This is some kind of monster that has jammed itself full of cybernetics. You can see on the one, it's got a cybernetic faceplate and a cybernetic claw, and it looks maybe like a cybernetic foot as well. So that in itself is strange, meaning it's not some kind of like pit fiend. It's
Is this just the cyber demon from Doom?
I don't remember the cyber demon from Doom,
Oh, they're
but
fucking,
maybe I'm gonna tell you, maybe they were inspired.
It's
they're
got
fucking horrible.
it has a leg that's cybernetic, and it's got the half face, and it's got a big gun arm, and
Yeah.
for their cyber. This is the
I'm gonna
cyber.
just throw
Sorry.
this into the chat. I'm gonna throw this in the Nerds with Dice chat.
Yeah, show me what it looks like.
Show me your demons. I need.
Yeah. So it's not
They're
that.
kinda is.
cybernetics.
I mean, you know, it has some resemblances.
All right. So the as you're approaching it, you do know that it is some kind of demonic thing. You don't know exactly what though. The fact that it has jammed with cybernetics indicates that it is not a magic user or psionic in any way.
Okay. I'll let
Though-
everyone know.
One could assume it's MDC.
Safe
That's
bet.
a demon, but not really. Some sort of DB or alien.
All right. Anything else you want to do? And Jetta, do you have a thing?
I know what I want to do, but I don't think I can do it because it would take too many actions. So I'm trying to.
Well, what is it?
I want to put my iron hide on and basically jump into the ground and go to the other side of him.
I'll allow it because that's awesome. Do you want to
Agreed.
describe what it looks like?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, I don't actually think Styris had ever seen this because she's never really been in, as far as I know, with her a space where she would need extra armor. But basically, Jetta, you see her two earth arms go like this and like this, and when she goes like this, as she's pulling it out, it kind of looks like Transformer, where it kind of goes
Colossus.
like going down. And when she goes like this, like her chest just kind of comes out like of her ribs and just kind of and just over. And she just, for a second, you see the shine in the moonlight as she kind of comes up, and her top hands are like this. So like in mid leap, it's kind of going like that. And then she just hits the ground and is gone. And it's just that ripple where it's like bloop, and it's just bloop.
Yeah, she basically swan dived into the solid ground.
Yes. So you just see this cape flickering, this
All right.
shine, and then bloop.
I'm actually going to say you can be underground at the end of this turn.
Okay.
But you can't do anything more when Inoshima arrives.
Yeah, no, I figured what I did was a lot. And if I need to, I have earth lungs as well, and I'm willing to like lose it.
You can hold your breath for 6 seconds. You're good.
Okay.
You're like a dirt mermaid.
Basically.
Nice.
But yeah, my
Flame
object
mermaid.
is to help surround him. I want to get on the other side of, is my thought.
All right, Inoshima, You arrive on scene having watched one of your friends, or one of your compatriots, I should say, become covered in solid metal and swan dive into the earth.
You know, Tuesday.
Regular.
Oh, could I have
Oh.
could I cast something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it.
And do multiple image.
You
What's that?
also see multiple Gunthers.
Cool.
This is so cool.
So when I do missiles, can I do 6 at a time?
You can only do up to 3 at a time.
Okay. I would like to do 3 missiles at it.
Okay. That's gonna be a lot. So, roll to strike. It does not have auto dodge, but it's gonna try to spend a dodge on this.
16.
I dropped my d20 on the ground. So clearly, it fails. All right, so you hit it with 3 of your missiles. Each missile does how much?
1d4 times 10.
Okay.
Okay, so
What makes the radius?
20 and so times 3, so that's 60.
Uh-huh. All right, let me look at this thing's MDC real quick. All right, so 60, huh?
Yes.
The missiles slam into it. They're not the plasma missiles, they're the armor-piercing missiles. 3 mini missiles make the missile noise that comes out of the cyborg. Where do the missiles come from in your imagination? Like, how do the missiles fire out of you?
They fire out of the black bear side of her equipment.
Gotcha. All right, so 3 missiles come screaming off and hook into this thing, burning the hell out of it. It takes all the damage, but it doesn't. And there are bits of it just blasted away and burnt and scarred, but it's snarling, staring at you. Actually, it's looking at you with a hunger. You are made of what it wants the most.
I heard explosions. Is it dead?
No.
Is that 1 action or 2?
1.
So I can do 3 more.
Well, I'll give you 1 more action.
Right, so that would
Well,
be 3 more mini missiles.
You can fire your missiles at it again, but I will say there is only 1 of them here, and your missiles do a radius effect.
Ah,
So you might want to save that for when there is more.
yes.
Where did the
Used
old-
it to soften it up a bit. I shall put that, and then from the white teddy bear side comes the railgun.
Uh-huh. So your railgun cozy is removed.
Yes.
Like a golfer pulling the cozy off. The railgun, without you moving to move your arms, whips into your hands. Because it's kind of built onto you.
You need a railgun caddy, like just want to carry.
That's what Griff is. Griff is his own railgun caddy. Griff does have like 3 major heavy weapons, but
So that is 18.
it fails.
Okay.
Oh, it is actively attempting to dodge these, by the way. It doesn't look like it has auto. It doesn't look like the smoothest of dodges that you've seen speedsters do.
That's
Or
such a low
juicers.
roll.
But-
12.
Only 12? Okay.
Yeah.
Only 12 for a total of 72 in 2 actions. Tier.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Borgs, man.
So you blow into it again. Just chunk, 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 chunk. The railgun rounds bust into it. It takes the damage. Let's see. But it is still standing, and it looks hurt. But it looks also on the verge of frenzy.
Okay, I heard
Oh.
shooting, so I'm gonna take that as a no.
Yes, I have damaged it. I have brought it to spare, and it is looking at me with hunger.
All right. At
Good
this
job,
point,
Eno.
we should roll. You know what? How about we just keep this? No, let's roll initiatives, and I'll do an actual initiative count,
Okay.
and we'll just keep that for the multiple rounds.
Is this a 20?
Roll d20. I found one.
It's a 19 for me.
That is a hot 6.
15.
14 plus.
I'm in a barn. It makes sense.
4, 18.
Never
11.
mind. That's a 20. I have a +1.
All right, so it's Jetta.
21.
Okay, so it is
Nice.
Starissa.
Get it.
Jetta. Followed by Griff. You got a 6, you got an 11, and you got... I forget.
Who's Griff? You mean my character? Riggs?
Riggs, that's it.
Uh-huh.
Griff is his underground name.
Griff, you still out there? Doing okay, Griffy?
Griff is what Jack would call him.
Griffin, Chalkin.
All right, so it went Riggs. Anyone get above 11? Who got 11?
I got a 15.
Oh, 15, that's it. Okay.
Gunther got 11.
And then Gunther. Enoshima. Gunther, and then Robin.
Yep.
Okay. Starissa, you get down there, and you can see this demon monster, this cyborg demon looking thing. Looks like it wants to destroy and Borg itself using whatever pieces are left after it tries to kill Shima.
Okay. So I'm gonna. How am I close enough? Because I was on the horse.
You can get close enough, we'll say.
Okay, I'm going to hop off the horse and I'm gonna run at it and tackle it.
Okay.
Rawr.
So,
Perfect.
I
Perfect.
don't care about the rules for body block / tackle. All right, so make a roll to strike. It is going to attempt to dodge. It has used 3 actions so far.
Ew, it's probably going to. I got a 9.
Well, it got a 7.
Hey.
So, you make contact with it. What is your strength?
My strength is 22.
All right, this thing is stronger than you.
Okay.
You have the leverage to knock it off its feet. You cost it initiative. It will drop to the bottom of initiative. And it is on the ground. You are on top of it, or right next to it,
Okay.
or you have football tackled it.
Yep.
All right, what would you like to do next?
Punch it in the face.
Okay.
And wow, my dice are hot. I got an 8.
It got a 15 to parry your swing with its metal arm. There is a audible clank as you connect with the metal of its arm, and the armor dents.
Okay.
All right, Jetta.
Jetta's gonna do what Jetta does best, and now that she is on the other side,
Now you can feel that it just got tackled to the ground, and you know exactly on the ground where it is.
I want to come up on the other side like I wanted to.
Mhm.
Not extravagantly far, but definitely out of like reaching range.
Yeah.
And I want to come up like this high up, so I'm just barely up out of the ground,
Like you're at a poolside bar.
basically. Because I want my bottom arms to just dig into the ground again, and suck him, like basically pin him down into
All right.
the earth so that she can pummel him.
Do you have a specific move for that, or
Um,
no? Okay.
I
okay
mean,
if
there's
the answer's
still
no.
well, true. I mean, I have alter earth, which changes the consistency of the earth and turns hard stone to loose ground or loose into hard. So I could make it loose enough that like his
You
elbows and
quicksand it.
stuff here go in, and then harden it again.
All right, you
Right.
basically quicksand this thing, cement it into the ground.
Basically.
All right, spend the PPE to do that.
If I can have him hold him, then the heavy hitters can hit him.
That is definitely true.
So that's the. I will gladly spend the. alter earth.
All right, and do you want to do anything after that, or do you want to hold your action? Hold on to your action until you
Yeah.
have another opportunity to do something cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Riggs. This thing has been knocked to the ground and kind of pinned there. It definitely can't dodge you unless it does something.
How's it looking? Is it looking hurt?
It's looking quite hurt. Parts of like there are chunks out of it burned off, exploded away. It is kind of a blackish ichor more so than a blood coming out of it. Part of its jaw is gone. Part of the cybernetics are hanging kind of loose on its face. It's kind of horrific.
That's all right. Now, how big and dangerous is this thing?
They are dangerous.
How
Just
big and
looking at it,
dangerous
you
is the
go,
gigantic demon that's
dangerous.
got a gun for an arm?
It's 8.5 feet tall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Lifespan 1,000 years, but most perish in combat at a much younger age.
Weird.
I will. You know what? Just to ensure that we put this fucking thing, are any of my friends right next to it?
Jetta is on the ground next to it.
Oh, never mind.
Not Jetta. I'm sorry, Starissa.
Starissa.
All right, then I'm not going to use the Big Bang.
A
I
good
will.
call.
What?
A good call.
Yeah, I will. I'll use the mule. I'll ride him next to it, and I guess I can be on my. Can I shoot for my horse? Do I get negatives for that?
If the horse is not moving, you're fine. But if the horse is moving, it's a wild shot.
No, I'm not moving. Just I want to like be on. Actually, let me get off the horse. Let it be its own thing. I'm gonna get off the horse. I'm fucking huge. I'll walk over to it, and I'm gonna get off the horse and kind of like spit out the little bit of cigar that was left, and cock the shotgun, and just walk up to this thing and just boom, boom, and just start unloading into its face.
Okay.
With the shotgun.
All right. I mean, roll to attack.
With the
Roll
mule.
above a 4.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Did not a crit.
No.
Okay.
No,
Then
just
do damage.
Okay, so it's 44 mega damage. Not super great, but so 2, that's 4. 3, that's 5, 6, 7. 4, that's 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 mega damage on the first shot. Boom.
All right.
Still alive?
Yes. But looking real bad.
Could I don't know what this would entail.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know anything about this thing's anatomy?
Roll a Lord Demon Monster or a Lord DB. I think you have.
Oh, I have
DB.
DBs.
Yeah. Demon Monster will give you
From
more,
which
but
we
you don't.
get D honey.
No, I got a 78, and my DBs is 35.
You're assuming it's generally normal anatomy.
Okay, will I would it do anything since Jen is holding it to the ground, right?
For the moment.
Okay, so would it do anything if I walk over to maybe like jump on its back and put the shotgun to like the base of its skull and just boom and fire it from right there? Like, will that do more?
I'll say yes because it is unable to kind of dodge at this point.
Dope. And then I'll be there, and if it takes a swing, I'm on its back.
Actually, as you get onto it, it is incredibly strong. Hold on, let me roll its strength real quick. Oh, not good enough. It has a strength of 30. What is your strength? Physical strength, PS.
Where is that?
Top corner.
30,
Top.
35. What was yours?
Okay. So yeah,
Holy
Whoa.
30.
Yeah.
So you just hold it there
So
while
you
you
just
get these shots.
Oh, so then instead of jumping on it, yeah, I'll like put my foot on it and like grab its fucking head while it's like, "Rah!" And I thunk, like put the shotgun and just boom and like blast into it
All
in
right.
the back of its
That
head.
does not require a roll to hit.
Cool. I'll just do the.
Would you
Yes.
like
You
to
could
roll
miss
damage
point
to
blank.
kill
You
it?
could miss.
Well, you could
No.
miss fire.
No.
Okay. So
Can I just say that it's
That could
fucking
backfire.
horrible?
you turn
It's-
its head into a bloody mess. You pull your hand away, holding part of the cybernetics.
I wanna look to Eno and go, can you use any of this? Any of this useful to you?
I would like to examine it.
All right, here you go. I want to toss it your way and hop off the critter and start looking around for the next thing.
And
There's
as you
a-
do that, the guy he just sinks into the ground again.
Yeah.
It is now Inoshina's turn, and there is a moment of quiet. There is a lot happening in this town. Radar's kind of fouled by smoke. There's fire, but you can hear, with your incredible hearing, I believe you've got bionic ears,
Yes.
that there is people screaming not too far away. Do you want to take a moment to look at this, and I can tell you something about it pretty much off the top of your head?
Sure.
Do you have a recognized weapon quality, or an intelligence, or anything about military?
See, I have weapon systems, military, recognized weapon quality.
Roll that.
And then,
43 under 45.
Awesome. You know that this is a coalition arm. A coalition cyborg arm. Cyborgs are more common in the coalition than they used to be, but this is basically the arm of a hunter-killer cyborg. With the claws on it. And that the face mask that it had was kind of basic cybernetics, like commercially available pretty much anywhere. But that arm is more advanced.
I let everyone know that this is coalition, and there are people screaming. I believe you want to rescue them from despair. Is that the group
That's what we're-
consensus?
Literally what we're getting paid for. Yeah, we should do that.
Yep.
I
No despair.
start running towards the people in despair.
In
I would
despair.
like to. I have tracking people actually, and I would like to. I don't think since I don't know the actual people that we're tracking, if I can, that'd be great. But if not, then I would like to kind of see if I can. Since I'm in the ground and I'm kind of hand here, I'm kind of trying to feel if I can tell if they're like grouping in a place or if they're like more in a building, which would be off ground, or like in a like near, like if that makes sense, like just kind of gauging a little bit of what direction to go to.
It looks like
Where they're running
Inoshima
away.
has mostly the right direction. It seems that it's mostly coming from one area. Your kind of ground sonar would take you more effort than the cybernetic ears
Gotcha.
and radar systems and hypercomputer in the brain of Inoshina.
And
Okay.
I'm relaying where I'm going so people can follow.
Yeah, it seems
yeah,
mostly in
follow,
one area,
Okay.
as far as everybody can
yeah.
tell. All right.
I'll follow.
Probably can't stay in the ground with this, so I just kind of go like I kind of go like this, and I push up, and then it's like an escalator, like an elevator's and I just
you
walk.
elevator behind the couch
Yep.
upwards. Yes.
But like I
All
do
right.
that, and I just walk like it's nothing.
All right. It takes you not very long before Inoshina, you start running, and you come into a group of 3 of these things that look like they are basically dismantling a statue finger by finger.
What?
These things are laughing and joyously, like, decapitating and removing piece after piece of this statue. One of them has a vibro axe. All of them have some kind of railguns, though they all look slightly different. And they, we'll say the whole group gets there, but they haven't seen you yet, and we'll just hold initiative. As these 3 broadkill come up into basically the scene scrolls along. And Gunther is next to go.
What are these? They're townspeople or?
No,
something
these
else?
are 3 of the monsters.
Oh, 3 more.
Yeah.
Uh,
They all have some bits of cybernetic parts. One of them has a cybernetic claw hand. One of them has what looks to be the mind over matter psychokinetic implants.
And are they all within 10 feet of each other? No, 20
Yes.
feet? 20
They-
feet?
Yes, they are.
I'll hold up my hand and mutter some magic stuff and cast blinding flash on that area.
All right. One of them does have a cybernetic eye. But blinding flash might not care. I don't know.
I don't think it cares.
Okay.
Oh
'cause
no,
it
it
is
doesn't. No, wait, it does care.
Okay.
It doesn't.
So that
doesn't
one
affect
of
that.
them automatically saves, but the 2 of them do not.
It's -1. to
All right.
save.
So that would be a 14
That saves.
and a 9.
There was that fails.
Okay. You got one of them. What is the effect? Just blinded and all the associated-
Blinded for
longer than it will live.
4 rounds, -10 to strike, parry, and dodge.
Okay. We're gonna say that was the one with the MOM implants, the psychokinetic implants. Anything else? Oh, Gunther's blinding flash is also angled in a direction so that it does not affect Gunther's teammates behind him.
Oh, good.
Thank God.
Yay! I can still
Was
see
gonna
you.
be one of my questions.
The other 2, Gunther claps his hands together and a fire, fiery blast snakes its way to them, but along a line
Mm-hmm.
to hit both of the other 2 that failed, that saved.
Gotcha. Do they get a dodge?
Hold on. Yeah.
All right. They have to spend an action for natural 1 and 5. So, great.
Nice. Nice.
So that's
Fuck those guys.
11 damage to both of them.
All right. All right, 11 to both of them. Cool.
Yes.
All right, up next is Robin.
Yeah. Apologies, I was just double checking how telekinesis works, and the answer is too complicated. So.
Yeah.
It's like,
Kinda,
oh,
yeah.
it's so many rules. Because I was thinking about, like, this statue, it's a statue, so is it bigger than them? Because there are some real big motherfuckers.
They're 9 feet tall. This statue, we'll say, is 10 feet tall, so it's not significantly bigger than them.
Okay, so it's
It's not like dropping a building on them. But...
Yeah, it'd be like dropping that thing on them would be like, how annoying! And then they would go about their day, and not like, oh no, I'm having a bad day! So, nix that plan, that's totally cool for me. So I figure, like, on the route over here, I've just been, like, I took the beeline of, like, oh, there's a building in my way, whoop, traveling through things. So, this area that we're in, we've got, like, a statue and, like, I'm envisioning, like, a town square sort of situation, or are we on, like, a street?
Pretty much. Yes,
Okay.
town square. There's buildings all around each side. You were definitely getting closer to the screams. The rest of you can hear them now, even with the sound of the fire a couple blocks away.
Then, in that case, from inside the like one of the stores, there's just a couple of flashes of laser rifle fire. Again, completely silent. Just pop, pop. As I'm gonna go ahead and do the best trick I have, I would like to. I want to shoot this one with the cyborg eye in its cyborg eye.
Okay. I believe such things have a relatively low MDC. And
the
you are such a good shot that you can
It's-
make this roll cost 2 actions.
It's freaking absurd. That's fine by me. Just utterly absurd. Of course, if I roll a no, that's the plus that.
That's the thing, it's a big gamble.
Yeah, it's a 7. That's not gonna cut it.
No, that's not going to cut it. The shot goes wide. The thing isn't moving super fast, but you shot through a window, which was
Yeah.
thicker than you expected, and it looked like it was going to hit, but misses by about 3 inches.
Damn MDC glass refracted off the.
All right, Starissa, we're back up to you because the broadkill basically didn't get to go because it died, and then you found new ones.
Yes. So, am I keeping up with everyone else, or am I still
Oh yeah,
back near the
I'm
old
just
one?
putting the entire group right at the beginning of the Final Fantasy fight. Everyone
And you
is.
said something was on fire, right?
Oh, there's fire about we'll say 4 blocks away at this point.
Okay, not that close. Okay. Then I am just going to make some spell motions and firebolt.
All right, go for it.
Okay, it's just a dodge spell difficulty of 12.
All right, it rolled a 15.
Okay.
All right, and would you like to do something else?
I'm gonna just kind of move forward again, kind of get myself in kind of a defensive position.
All right, making
Make
sure
myself a
you're the
target.
target. Yeah.
Yep.
How close is Starissa to me?
Pretty close.
Okay. I think I'm next to you, right?
Yes, Jetta is next.
Okay. So I'm going to kind of come up behind her, and like I've done a few times before when I'm like giving you like the I'm training you now kind of thing. I put my hand on your shoulder and I kind of point to the rest of the party and I say, what you can do, they cannot. What they cannot, you can. Watch, learn, excel, succeed. And she books off in the opposite direction to surround, just like she did last time. And if I'm able to, I'd like to trap again.
Try to entrap them. So they take -4 to their things now because the ground is fluctuating in front of them.
Yeah.
The
It's
one
like
that's
they're on a
blind,
waterbed.
yeah, the one that's blinded is just like not gonna do much. Riggs, there are 3 of them real close to each other. None of your allies are right there. What would you like to do?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know what you're gonna answer because I
Yeah.
wrote your tweet, but
Because you gave it to me, Kevin.
But
and
it's
you knew
polite
that,
to ask.
I
you
did
knew
not.
that I've been itching
I did not
to
set
fucking
this
use
up
it.
for you to do it, but since
Okay. So he looks at it, and at first he goes and he pulls out the cactus juicer, and then and he pulls from his back because I think now that he's off of his horse, he's like overloaded with his weapons, like he's like a walking arsenal. So he pulls out this big fucking thing. Or can they be on my? Is my horse nearby?
yeah, absolutely.
I just whistle for my horse, and like how cowboys had those side bags that they unraveled and it was lined with guns. That's what I have.
Except
So
it's
he's got-
railgun sized. Yes.
Except it's
Yeah.
huge. So I go, "Woo, woo, woo, woo," and there's like all these fucking guns, and I go, perfect. And I pull off this huge fucking thing with like a big barrel drum, and I walk over and just and line them up. And I am going to use the Big Bang.
All right, roll to strike.
Okay.
If you miss, it's only half damage.
I love the
Oh
idea
Jesus! Really?
I love the idea
This
that your
thing's-
robot could your horse could like store weaponry like RoboCop. He just opens up, he just pull that out of there.
Just like
Yeah,
push
the
a
horse can
button
have-
and his whole hit like
Or it's like that, yeah. A 15 plus 2.
That will hit them both, or all three of them. Yeah, that one with
Three
the
of them,
negative
you think you
14.
said, yeah. Let me look at the damage. Not bad. Okay, so that's 46 for everybody, right? Because it's okay.
It hits all three of them because it is a. I will describe it as soon as we finish up. By the way, we might run a little bit late tonight, so
40.
Just wanted to say as we get close to 11, we might push a little
17
15, 20 minutes.
mega
If
I
damage.
appreciate
everyone's cool. If no one can't, if anyone needs to get out earlier, just let me know. All right. What was that? 17 mega damage?
17 mega damage as I start
Was
unloading.
that the single shot or the double shot? That's right.
I imagine it was like a.
Let me.
I don't know.
Oh,
I can't
I
tell
have
the
the
difference.
physical
It just
book.
says 46 mega damage, 12-foot radius.
Yeah.
But I wanna like, thump, 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 thump. I wanna unload the fucking thing.
Yes. So you are doing the Big Bang.
That does
Okay,
more
so that
damage.
is the double tap grenade.
Yeah.
There's a thump thunk, a millisecond apart from each other, so fast that pretty much only Inoshima can tell the difference between the two thuds, as a pair of grenades hit the statue and catch all three broadkill, or all three monsters, I should say, in it.
Does it destroy the statue too?
The statue just explodes.
Yeehaw, baby.
All right, and that's one action. You want to
Yeah, shit. All right.
do
Are
it
there
again?
more?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do it. Can I just do that again?
Yeah.
Are they alive still?
Yes. Oh, they are mad, but they're alive. These things are tough.
That time it was a 19 plus 2.
Absolutely hits them all.
2021. Okay. This fucking
Yeah,
rules.
with these penalties that Jeddah has given them and the blinding flash, they can't. This one is just unable to even dodge. The others are using their actions to try, but cannot physically beat your number.
I just see like
18.
18. 35. All right. Just cross out those 17 and write 35. Oh, yeah, another blast comes down, hitting these things. The chunks into them, pieces of metal are scored away from them. They're horribly, they're not exactly burned. They're more impounded and imploded. Doesn't seem like fire does much to these things, but your mega damage weaponry is, your grenades and stuff are doing full effect. All right. Up next is Inoshima.
Yes, I would like to bring out the mini missiles again.
Uh-huh. So, mini missile time.
Many missiles.
I remember those.
Okay,
I remember those from the
The
other
two
game.
that can potentially succeed
row.
both failed. What is your attack roll? As long as
A
it is higher
natural
than-
20.
Of course. So you crit. Roll the damage and then double it. I know this is different than what I had Evan do earlier, or I had Robin do earlier,
Okay, so that's 3.
but that was a different kind of thing.
So that was, okay, so 3 times 3 is 9. So that's 90. So that's 180.
All right. These things are exploded. There is a mist and there's a couple of mechanical bits. As the entire thing, there's the thunk, 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 boom, 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 and then as the 3 cyber demons just get obliterated by a round of missiles. Each one catches a missile to the chest, and it's like their body started absorbing it because it was made of a specific metal, like it was going to turn it into a cybernetic, and then explodes.
Oh, that's probably even worse.
All right.
Yeah, I just ducked my head down behind the counter I was bracing my rifle on as all the windows in the building I'm in go just whoosh, and then blast flying. I guess I wouldn't need to. It's just like it would just pass through me. It's like just debris
I
flying
think
through my body.
explosions might move you. And
Okay.
you do a little bit of damage, but not enough to like.
Then yeah,
I-
it's just
I
like I go
definitely-
down and my hat follows me. I'm like, ah.
When the explosion goes off, I just take my cape and I go like this, and I just cover Starissa, and I just kind of do that whole like knock to the kind of onto the ground, just like holding because I have my armor, which is probably very almost done at this point. So we'll
Okay.
probably
You're
Yeah.
as you do this, you try to knock Starissa down, and it just doesn't happen.
Hitting a
Unless
pole.
Starissa wants to play into it.
No, I stand there. I'm like, what?
Starissa is not phased at all by the explosion.
I just have to protect you.
All right,
I got one
So-
My
job.
job.
this
I
town
really
is absolutely under invasion. There's a lot of enemies, and I don't want to do this in a roll by roll way. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go more cinematic.
Yeah.
Each of you is gonna get lose, let's say, a quarter of your hit points in a dramatic moment of being knocked back. What do you do to recover, and what do you do to the person that did it? So let's go with who would have been next. Gunther.
Uh,
Like, what's your coolest spell? Is basically what I'm asking.
Mhm.
say I lose a quarter of my hit points.
Yes, or armor, I should say. Quarter of your armor.
In some sort of cool way.
Yeah,
There are
So
no,
he fucks you up.
but there are no reactions in this, are there?
There can be.
Because I would have.
It. Yeah, like if you
Uh,
get hit and there's simultaneous attacking where you take the brunt of the hit but immediately get to do an attack that they can't dodge either.
Well, I would have put up a magic shield to parry that attack.
Okay. So you do that, and then how do you get back at the person who they would have hit you? The cyber demon would have hit you hard enough, but your shield absorbed all of it and shatters. What do you do to in like aggressive response?
Aggressive.
Do you hit it? Yeah, hit him with something. This is like the
Sure.
Avengers montage at where they're fighting the aliens.
Yeah, like we just unloaded unholy ass whooping upon them after getting like punched a few times.
Or holy, depending on your belief system.
I would just mark the target for the other heavy hitters.
All right, you
Put cast light target on the thing that tried to hit me.
Oh, nice.
quite literally above pretty much every brood kill within a 5-block radius gets the NPC quest giver marking above their head. And some of them were invisible.
Fuck these things forever.
Yes. These ones weren't ready for you, but after they start hearing fighting coming, some of them turned invisible, and then light target happens up to them.
I love it.
All right,
Saves me the PPE.
Robin.
Yeah, so it's just these like weird cybernetic demon things, right? We're not dealing with something else?
You haven't seen anything else yet.
Okay. I think it's they get lit up and there's like one, like I'm sitting there doing the shooting thing and like the Gunther casts a spell, one of them gets lit up and I'm just like, spider sense. Oh, son of a, and like this thing clotheslines me. My rifle goes like flying out of my hand across the room as I'm like thrown, and rather than like, it looks like I'm about to crash in and impact the wall, and I just whoop through it. And there's a beat as this thing like stomps over to where the wall is, kind of confused, and it scoops up like my rifle, and I fall through the ceiling with my revolver in hand, and just like screaming, like shove the gun into its face and just keep firing it until the chamber is empty.
Gotcha. With the 6 shots, it goes down, dropping your rifle,
I just
and you land triumphant above it.
scoop it back up. Stow it on my back.
Starissa.
Okay.
What hurts you, and then what do you do in response?
So I run up kind of blindly at one of the demons, and I'm not taking it too seriously at this point. And because of it, he clocks me right in the face.
They
My
are
whole-
supernaturally stronger than you.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
And
It hurts.
my jaw is obviously dislocated, and I'm just like, and you see Starissa get very uncharacteristically serious, and she resets her jaw and gets this really dark look. It almost seems to bulk up a little, and just starts wailing on it as hard as she can.
It takes more than a moment of Starissa just Hulk pounding this thing into the ground. You pick up what looks to have been a newsstand.
Holy shit.
You at some point grab it and throw it into another one and pounce on that one. You just wail on these things until you are kind of covered in demon ichor.
Nice.
And we see lying on the ground a bloodied cybernetic chest plate with a teen girl's hand fist, like a teen girl's fist, perfectly imprinted far deeper in it than it should be.
That's awesome. Fuck yeah.
Jeddah.
I'm going to kind of move my foot on the ground, very like Avatar Airbender, like just kind of move it on the ground, and a little space above me kind of starts, and I would like to floating earth and lift myself up to go above, and they have the fighting covered. I'd like to find the people we're supposed to find. So
Okay.
I'd like to do that, and as I'm kind of rising, just Belle, watch your anger. And
poking out as she says that is a little nose from like right behind her hair, and a little tiny yellow construction helmet on top of what looks to be a little weird star-nosed mole that just
Bird.
It's very good.
yes.
I'd probably throw Bert at her. So watch your anger.
Bert lands on Starissa's shoulder and hisses angrily at another one of the broadkill as Starissa then goes to attack them.
But
Do
if
they
Bert hits her, she just turns and she's like, "Oh, Bert."
The hiss sounds a little bit like a rock tumbler.
Yeah, it's like a grinding noise.
I forgot he had a hat.
As you rise up, you get a clear view. Clearly this town has been burning for days. Like a large part of it has just been burnt out, but you see they were big corralling people. You see there's a number of people kind of in like what looks to be a high school football stadium where high school football isn't a huge thing. I guess this is the Midwest, but it's not like a Olympic stadium. It's a Pee-wee stadium. So it's not that big of an area, but you can see that there is also a number of cages. And inside those cages, Jeddah, you can see what looked to be a blonde man with still great hair.
Of course.
And a darker
Fuck that guy.
brown-skinned gentleman wearing kind of like a dark khaki uniform and is wearing a large flat-brimmed hat.
Okay. Are they being guarded?
They are actually, it looks like someone is interrogating them, but you can't really make it out from this angle. All right, Riggs.
All right. So, our mage tapped out all the creatures that are around. Are these things like filling the streets?
They're not, they aren't filling the streets, but you can see one of them is giving what appears to be orders to a bunch of smaller demons that seem dog imp-like.
Mm-hmm.
That seem to be flooding towards where your group is. Like kind of like hellhounds that run like apes.
Gross. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is, oh shit, god damn that thing. What I'm gonna do is, seeing that like little horde running, I'm gonna whistle for Ironside, get on Ironside, and I am gonna, while holding on to Ironside, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have my railgun, and start firing, and I'm gonna have Ironside open up his mouth and fire his railgun while I'm running towards this horde.
The
And then
horse opens its massive jaws,
when...
and there are little fake teeth, but in where its mouth
Gross.
is just you hear a whine of a Gatling laser gun whirling up.
And
As
I
it-
pull my hat down and I fucking haul ass. I yee-haw. I yee my greatest ha and go dive headfirst into this, just like rattling into this like horde, and with his hoofs fucking crushing anything that goes is silly enough to go underfoot
It
of
takes
this huge thing.
more than a moment in this fight. You're clearing out a lot of them, but they're also getting at you.
Yeah,
You
so
take
I'm
a slash to
imagining.
the side, slashes on the arms. You're taking
Yeah, I'm imagining almost like the Doom poster where he's got them all climbing up him, except it's mobile. Like I'm going and they're like climbing him as I'm like, God, like hitting them off me. They're, the horse is fucking kicking them off or whatever.
Yeah, the horse bucks up, and we get the scene of the fire in the background lighting a grackle tooth riding a robot unicorn rearing up, firing their railgun in the
Can there
silhouette.
be a dead one on his horn? Like,
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
like being ground up by the vibro knife. Yes.
All right.
And I got like swords in me or whatever the fuck they use. I don't know what they're using.
There are still claws attached to you.
without the rest of the body.
Like it got purchased. You just shot the rest of it off, but it's still dangling in there. Like,
It's like when a bee stings you and then leaves its
Yeah.
stinger in you, and you're
Yeah,
like,
it's-
Yeah.
fucking
So I'm
claw.
just like fucking cut up and bleeding and just like, yeah.
Inashima.
just wait till the adrenaline goes away.
Pass out.
Inazuma, first off, takes a moment to revel in the tragedy and destruction before her. And then these creatures have the audacity to mess with her bears. And so from her leg, she brings out 2 rods. They do like 46 mega damage. And
Yeah.
she's just basically
The
like,
rods glow at the end. It's like what, if you've played the Avengers game, kind of like what Black Widow
Widow?
does. Yeah. Except they also fire their own laser blasts.
yes.
Of course they do.
As Inoshima goes whirling, like literally whirling at points through town. Just like bam, bam, bam. Each movement ending in a bit of dance, kind of.
Yes.
What takes you down a peg?
They hit my bears.
At one point, one of them gets a lucky shot on the bear, and it just causes you to pause for like a good 15 seconds. And then you make eye contact with it. And then we cut away.
Oh god.
The group makes its way towards the stadium. In the cages, you see cages on like a platform where like the if someone was giving a presentation in the middle of the stadium, there's a platform in the middle of the field, and on that are 2 people in cages, and a massive broadkill larger than the others, and another man, a man with dark black skin and a business suit. Anyone with augmented hearing can hear this, but if you just have normal hearing, you can't.
I have no idea where I would even find
So at very least, the cyborg will. I don't know if Starissa has augmented hearing. She might.
Nope.
Okay.
At least not written anywhere I can see it.
Do I see
Where
magic
would I
coming from
find
the business suit?
There is a lot of magic coming from the business suit. Business suit is a wizard. You hear him going, I don't care. You've wasted so much time. That new adventurer showed up. You failed us. He goes, I don't care about failing you, puny human. You're nothing in front of my might. He goes, you failed on your deal. You didn't find the box. You didn't get them to tell you where they hid it. Looks over, sees that there's adventurers coming, goes, well, have fun dying, and disappears in a pop of teleportation. A similar teleportation that would be repeated some months or years later in a certain glass factory.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Motherfuckers.
So you all move in. It's a battle. We're not going to roll it because it's getting late, but
I just dropped my thing on top of it.
yeah, you drop your thing on the big demon, who then throws it at Starissa, who
It's like frisbee back and forth.
yeah, there's a number of people here. There are more of these little demons. It looks like it's going to be bad.
Mhm. I put my effort into getting them out while they're being distracted by it.
Now, here's the thing. I'm going to give Kate a choice. Would you like to perform a major action that saves a lot of people but gives something away?
Yes.
Okay. There is one of those smaller demon hordes is running up at the group of civilians that Jeddah is getting out. Jeddah doesn't see it yet. It's going to be a lot of dead innocent people. There's about 50 people. Jeddah is moving a number of them. There's this wave of demons. The big demon is currently like engaged in hand-to-hand with Inoshima with Robin taking perfect shots at like other approaching Broadkill, keeping them out of the fight. Gunther is using spells to cause others to just become like one or two of them just start like physically weeping in place as a spell causes them to literally what Inoshina keeps talking about, experience true despair. Another one causes another one of these literal demons to run away in fear.
Holy shit.
Riggs is also shooting at the one that Inoshima is fighting with a practiced shot as a counterpart to Inoshina's immediate physical power, as though they have fought before many a time, and knowing exactly where to knock the bad guy to get hit with the explosion to avoid friendly fire.
Like a dance.
But 30 people are going to die unless Starissa does something right now about it. What do you do?
So, I get between them, between the people in the horde. I transform into a huge red dragon.
With purple frills coming around the neck.
And I let out a big poison breath of paralyzing smoke.
The entire street was filled side to side with these little impish demons. And they just hit this cloud of smoke and stop. And the ones behind them don't stop. So it's like a Blues Brothers car crash of demons hitting this wall. As the dragon that is Starissa, the frills around your neck flare out. You give a mighty roar. And that's where we cut away. Later. Everything is calmed down. I'm not sure who even saw that. Maybe none of you did. Maybe all of you did. But you're sitting around the football stadium. It's daylight again, and you're just waking up is Rensik's howl. He wakes up and goes, Jeddah? Oh, you probably don't remember me. It's been a while. What? Did you... You got him, didn't you?
Got who?
Jetta, who's leading your group at the moment? Can I talk to them, please?
What?
That'd be me.
Don't know if it's a group per se, but we
You
were all-
wish. We were sent here by the marshal to find you and return you, preferably alive. Are all of you alive?
Just only me and Dinesh made it.
Did you get a thing?
He starts to laugh and goes,
A box.
Oh, gems, box, gems, pretty box. I remember pretty box.
he never said how big the box was. He reaches into his armored coat and pulls out a box about this big.
Oh, it's so cute.
And then he goes like this, and it unfolds into a bigger box somehow. Into a box about this big. He goes, "Whoa. I did not expect that." And then the box shatters into a billion pieces of glass.
Oh, you fucking broke it.
Reflexively have gun out. It's just like, what? Oh.
Lying on the ground is a metal band. We see a cobalt blue band, and the camera zooms in and finds the forge mark of Krogadina, Kid's mom. And that's where we end for the day.
That's why you didn't want me to play a dragon.
Oh boy.
You're a fucking dragon?
I know. Now me
Yeah.
and Evan's got him.
Why didn't you become a dragon before? When we were doing other shit.
She did. She
Because
did during that
I
fight.
did
During
the
that fight.
in the
Kid, that's what you
sandstorm.
did.
That's
That's
just
what
that
you
was
did.
wrong. That could have been any
Yeah.
weird
Man, Ting, Evan, and I have got to remember that Freya.
That y'all
You
don't
weren't
know.
here.
and
You weren't here.
Oh no,
I'm
that's
trying to
amazing.
remember
We'll forget. Don't worry.
whether did we
Secret dragon.
fucking
This is
dragon
before your time.
Dragon.
be talking to other dragons.
Yeah.
I was looking for a god of dragons. God damn it.
Yeah. It
God.
turns out. It's
Oh,
also
Kid's
related.
gonna be so mad when he finds out. Fuck.
We all have our secrets.
Mhm.
All right.
Not me. Kid just fucking tells everybody.
Well, that's on
because
Kid.
everyone
Yeah,
keeps
yeah,
secrets
that is
from
on
Kid.
Kid.
That's true. That's true.
All right, everybody. So, thank you so much for joining us, our guest stars. Fox, thank you so much for producing
Oh,
and
yeah.
handling the technical
Absolutely.
things.
Thank you.
I thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Hey, no problem.
Do you want to plug? And so let's start with you. Do you want to plug anything real quick as we do our
Absolutely.
outros?
Sure. My name is Fox at Fox_Barrett on Twitters, where you can find me there. You can also catch me over on twitch.tv/Devil's Luck Gaming or devilsluckgaming.com or at Team Devil's Luck on Twitter is where I do all of my streaming these days. Right now you'll mostly see me on Saturdays as part of our Pirates of Bloodwater game, a 5e D&D adventure in Scarred Lands. It's pretty great. Come check it out.
Also, may I personally recommend going and finding is the VOD still up of the
for Firebrand Academy?
for
Yes.
Firebrand Academy, one of my
The-
favorite things you've ever done.
Yes, I was also the GM for a 14-episode show called Firebrand Academy that is available if you right now it's in you have to go into the Twitch VODs and go to past broadcasts and find or collect. We made a collection for it and you can just bang through it there. It is I can say this because I'm in charge of YouTube over there. It's the next thing I'm going to be putting up on YouTube after Stellar Age, I hope. But I can't say when that'll be because it takes time to do things.
So if you want to know what Firebrand Academy is about, at one point the working name of it was Punch School.
Yes.
So it's really awesome. All right, let me see who's up next. Jetta, our other special guest for the night, who might, with any luck, be with us a very short time.
No, never know. Life is a crazy thing.
It
A
is.
conundrum of esoterica, as I'd like to say.
So, Maxine, thank you for being here. Would you like to talk about or plug anything? before we go?
Sure. Hi guys. My name is Maxine Bachman. You can find me pretty much anywhere and everywhere at that girl at that place, except for Instagram, where I am Lady Skyburn. I've been doing some more streams here as of late, and for the time being, I'll be doing some more streams. So definitely check out my Twitch, that girl at that place 114, and I have recently put up a merch store. So if you guys would like to check that out, you can go in my panels under my Twitch or on my Instagram or even my Twitter. I put it up there. So yeah, go check those things out. And I should be starting in a Vampire the Masquerade within, I'd like to say the next month or two. We should be starting it. So I'm super excited to bring you my Banu Hakim. I'm very excited to play this game. I haven't played a long running game of this, so I'm like, yes, get to be suave.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. We're going to go around to our regulars now. We're going to go to Ting.
Hi, my name's Ting. You can find me on Twitter at TingSat. All my other links are there. And catch me here on Tuesdays. That's it.
All right. And Kate. Let's do Kate next.
Hi, I'm Kate. You can find me on Twitter at Reverie_cutie. Me and Ruby are here usually every Tuesday. And that's about it for us.
All right. Thank you so much. It's nice to get the big reveal out there.
Yes.
All right. Let's go next to Evan.
Hello, everybody. I'm Evan Jennings. I'm Evan Jennings 64 on the Twitter. Me and my girlfriend do this thing called Couch Co-op. It's on Twitch,
So funny.
and we thank you. And we play games and yell at each other while we play those games, and sometimes talk about politics or philosophy or video games, whatever. It's just us sitting on a couch playing video games together. That's pretty much it. But I think we're pretty funny, so maybe give it a watch.
Entertaining.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's fun. There are a bunch of videos are up on there, and so we're the Couch Co-op on Twitch. Do I put the thing? Let me get it.
Okay. Well, he'll get on that. Let's go to Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle. You find me on Twitter at Shell_game, and thank you for allowing me to play my Junko Shinma character. I know this is one that I could only do for a one shot because
That's why I know that name.
Yes. you know
Picture in
Danganronpa.
Discord? Look at the picture in Discord, girl.
I'm just
Yeah,
sitting there like,
happening.
wait, white bear, black bear. Why do I? Danganronpa.
It's like I could not play her. It would be too much on my brain to play her every week, but to bring her out as this cyborg, with the outfit and everything, cyborged up, and the bears and everything. So thank you. She was perfect for this, and with all the fire and everything. Thank you. So yes.
I can't believe I didn't put it together. Oh my god, I'm the dumbest person.
You need to give your realization of it. Like every time you've mentioned what it is, and then your realization at the end of the story.
Yeah, someone grab that.
I'm just sitting there the whole time, just like, man, this really feels like something out of Danganronpa.
Okay. All right.
You were the Danganronpa bear?
Yeah,
No, sort of.
I was the girl. Junko Inoshima, the one who's behind it all.
The girl.
villain.
Yeah,
girl.
the ultimate despair. That's why it was
Holy
like,
shit.
oh,
We kept saying despair,
like,
and my brain
That's
is
why you
people,
fucking-
stupid.
people,
wanted to
I
destroy
will run
everything.
to the despair. I bathe in the tragedy and destruction before me.
Oh my
I mean,
god.
that is.
It was a lot of fun.
That's good.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
didn't
played
hear
every
that. I was
single one of
looking
those
for
games
it.
Yeah.
and seen every show, and I'm watching
Yeah.
the stage play. Whatever. God, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, but having her every week would be annoying. But bringing her out
It'd
for
be
something
depressing.
like this,
It would
was
be
just-
depressing.
yes,
Yes.
I'm really, yeah. I know
Alright.
Maxine got it pretty soon. It was
You
great.
said the two bears, black and white. I'm like, I just finished that anime. I know.
All
Put that
right.
together.
My name is Kevin Myers. I've been your game boss. You can find my wife's amazing knitwear patterns on lattesandllamas.com. This is not actually her pattern, but it is her she knit it herself. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for this throwback game. I hope it was fun secrets, and I love doing these little side stories that open the world more. So we have a raid ready for Dice Priori, and I believe Nerdy's going to handle that. So thank you all so much for joining us. Stick around. They're playing Monster of the Week. They are a fun crew to watch as well. And so we'll catch you soon. All right, everybody. I think we're just about ready. So
Bye.
bye.
Is the raid going? Are we good? Can I...
Not yet. Let's see,
No.
because it's like we're 4
I'm
people.
just gonna blow kisses until you're ready.
I mean,
Believe and hope.
You get a kiss.
Oh, I don't think you could just
Nothing
send
but
us.
despair awaits
Elbow,
you.
elbow, wrist, wrist.
There we go.
Elbow.
The raid has begun.
The world is empty and cruel.
Death, pestilence, and destruction. Oh my!
Don't play the game. Anyway.
See the game.
I'm gonna fade us to black now. Bye.
We're good. We're good.